Live. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Let me see. I feel like Ray J on a Breakfast Club. Live. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Okay, it's live. I feel like Ray J on a Breakfast Club. It's live. Okay. Are we live? I'll have the phone open for the live chat as well while we're here. Oh, we're here. Love you guys. Okay. Love you guys. You like the vertical? I'm trying some things out. You know, trying some things out with the vertical vibe. With a little vertical vibe. I'll keep this open to get the live chat. A little vertical vibe, trying things out differently. I will be more likely doing these live streams vertically more now. Individual for emergencies, extra bonus episodes. Yeah, shout out to everyone that saw the tweet. Shout out for everyone from Twitter. Yeah, vertical's a little weird, but if you're on your phone, you'll get used to it. It's like a new trend. Obviously, you've seen vertical live streams on Instagram Live, everywhere in the world, but now YouTube's adapted to it, and it's blowing up a lot of channels. So I'm going to try it out for you guys. And I know you guys watch me a lot on your phone, so let's try it out. We'll be able to have you guys call in as well. You'll be able to call in. You know, I'll probably be on for like an hour or so, maybe more. Maybe like an hour and a half, because Kamala's supposed to do a speech at 4 p.m. now. They moved it up from 6 p.m. So I'll more likely give you guys the reaction to that as well. But I'm here. You know, my girlfriend has that's disrespectful. Has my son. No one's glazing nobody here. Let's stop with that comment. Well, you guys can comment whatever you want. Believe whatever you want. I don't judge nobody in this world. God bless you all. But we are here. No, I'm not a political pundit. No, I'm not a political genius. I'm not a political expert. I am a man that loves the culture, loves life, loves news. I'm addicted to this shit. I try to cover it to the best of my ability. And we're here at one of the most historic moments of our lifetime. But yeah, let me know if the mic sounds good, because I have like a different type of setup with the mic. I might have to move it around a bit with my hand. But if it sounds good at all, you guys let me know. That's the main thing. I just want to make sure it sounds good. Do I need it higher? Anything higher, lower before we get into the clips? Yeah, last night felt like Game 7. Shout out to Apollo. Shout out to everyone in the live chat. I do have a donation option. Listen, the election happened. It made me try to do some different type of content. Mike's good. Shout out to BHR, one of the best up and coming reaction channels. Shout out to everyone. Well, we're here. Let's get to it. Crispy, everything's good? All right, love you guys. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. We're here. Share this link, please. If you want to support independent media, if you want to support independent platforms, up and coming new journalists, you won't be disappointed in me. I'm trying my best. So would love your support. Let's get to it. Let's watch the speech. So he walks out, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. Can't play the song because of copyright, but here we have the speech.
Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends in this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before.
You guys hear him?
And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance, because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
Look what happened. Is this crazy?
But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before. Nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And to every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again. And in addition to having won the battleground states of North Carolina, I love these places. Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin.
You gotta love them because you won them.
Winning
Can't hate them.
Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, which would result in us carrying at least 315 electoral votes. But it's much easier doing what the networks did or whoever called it, because there was no other path. There was no other path to victory. We also have won the popular vote. That was great. Very proud of that. Thank you.
The first time in 20 years that the Republican Party has won the popular vote.
Winning the popular vote was very nice, I will tell you. It's a great feeling of love. We have a great feeling of love in this very large room with unbelievable people standing by my side. These people have been incredible. They've made the journey with me, and we're going to make you very happy. We're going to make you very proud of your vote. I hope that you're going to be looking back someday and say that was one of the truly important moments of my life when I voted for this group of people beyond the president, this group of great people. America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. We have taken back control of the Senate. Wow, that's good. And the Senate races in Montana, Nevada, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, were all won by the MAGA movement. They helped so much. And in those cases, every one of them, we worked with the senators. They were tough races. And I mean, the number of victories in the Senate was absolutely incredible. And we did tele-rallies. We did tele-rallies with each one of them. And sometimes we did 2 or 3 and it was amazing to look at all of those victories. Nobody expected that. Nobody. So I just wanted to thank you very much for that. And you have some great senators and some great new senators. And it also looks like we'll be keeping control of the House of Representatives.
No, they hit a home run completely.
Mike Johnson, I think he's doing a terrific job. Terrific job. I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady.
Look at Melania. First Lady. Melania never says a word.
Who has the #1 best-selling book in the country. Can you believe that?
I didn't even know she dropped a book. Did you guys know she dropped a book? I didn't even know she dropped a book.
She's done a great job. Works very hard to help people. So I just want to thank her. But I want to thank my whole family.
What
my
the
amazing
hell?
children, and they are amazing children. Now, we all think our children are amazing. Everybody here thinks their children are amazing, but that's a good thing when you think they are. But Don, Eric, Ivanka, Tiffany, Barron, Laura, Jared, Kimberly, Michael, thank you all. What a help. What a great. My father-in-law, Victor, is tremendous, and we miss very much Melania's mother, Amalia. We miss Amalia, don't we?
Amalia.
She would be very happy right now, standing on this stage. She'd be so proud. She was a great woman, that one. Beautiful inside and out. She was a great woman. I want to be the first to congratulate our great, now I can say, Vice President-elect of the United States, J.D. Vance. And his absolutely remarkable and beautiful wife, Usha Baez.
Usha Baez. I didn't even know his wife's name.
And he is a feisty guy, isn't he? You know, I've said, go into the enemy camp, and you know the enemy camp is certain networks, and a lot of people don't like this. Sir, do I have to do that? He just goes, okay. Which one? CNN, MSDNC? He'll say, all right, thank you very much. He actually looks like, he's like the only guy I've ever seen. He really looks forward to it, and then he just goes in and absolutely obliterates them. Say a couple of words here.
This was a guy that hated Trump. This was an anti-Trump guy, J.D. Vance.
Wow.
And now he's the vice president of America with Trump as president.
Well, Mr. President, I appreciate you
crazy.
allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me. And I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America.
Yo.
And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
Oh, his wife's Indian? I didn't know. Well, no, he mentioned it on the Rogan podcast.
Thank
Yeah,
you
his wife's
very
Indian and
much.
he eats Indian food.
He turned out to be a good choice. I took a little heat at the beginning, but he was, I knew the brain was a good one, about as good as it gets. And we love the family, and we're going to have a great 4 years, and we're going to turn our country around, make it something very special.
Bro, he says crazy shit like that is insane. He's like, I knew he was a good choice. He turned out to be a good choice. You know, I took a lot of flack with that one. I knew the brain was a good one. like he's like, are you Dr. Frankenstein? Like, I knew the brain was a good one. In comparison to what? Comparison to a bad brain? I knew the brain was a good one. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy.
It lost that little thing called special. We have to make it so. We're going to make this so great. It's the greatest country and potentially the greatest country in the world by far. And right now, we're going to just work very hard to get all of that back. We're going to make it the best it's ever been. We can do that. If we had to wait longer, I don't know. It was going bad, and it was going bad fast. We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but we have to let them come back in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally. Let me also express my tremendous appreciation for Susie and Chris, the job you did. Susie, come here. Come here, Susie. Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The Ice Maiden, we call her the Ice Maiden. Come here, Chris. Come here, Chris.
She didn't want to get on that mic.
Susie likes to stay in the background. She's not in the background. Come here, Susie.
This wasn't expected, but I just want to thank, obviously, President Trump for this journey. It was a great one, and he's a hell of a candidate, and he's going to be a hell of a great 47th president.
He has
and this
34
team
convictions,
that we had,
and he's our
the best
president,
team,
guys.
and, of course, even my boss, Susie Wiles, the best. Thank you.
But it shows you, like,
and thank you, Susie.
how
Look at this.
incredible
I've never seen her
life
be
is
shot
where
before. Susie.
he won.
They're
Fair and
great.
square.
Everybody up here
Like,
is
no
great.
matter what,
Everybody
you
up
can
here is
hate him,
very
love him.
special.
He won fair and
But
square.
the Trump, who did you say? Oh, let me tell you, we have a new star. A star is born, Elon.
A star is born. Elon.
He is.
Yo, thank
That
God
was an
Elon didn't
amazing
go
guy.
out, bro.
We were sitting together tonight. You know, he spent 2 weeks in
Elon would have been doing jumping
Philadelphia
jacks
and
like a
different
fucking
parts of Pennsylvania,
like a stripper.
campaigning. You know, he sent the rocket up 2 weeks ago, and I saw that rocket, and I saw it coming down. I saw it. It was, when it left, it was beautiful, shiny white. When it came down, it didn't look so pretty. It was going 10,000 miles an hour, and it was burning like hell. I said, what happened to your paint job? He said, we've never made a paint that could withstand that kind of heat. And but I saw it come down and turn around. And it was, you know, it's like 22 stories tall, by the way. It looks a little smaller than that, but it's big. And it came down, and you saw that fire burning. And I'm saying, only Elon can do this. It must be an Elon. And I tell the story.
must be
I told
an Elon.
it last night. I had a man on the phone. I had the screen muted, no sound. I was talking to a very important man, happens to be here. And a very important guy, one of the most important people in, I would say, the country, actually. But, you know, I was president, and now it looks like I was going to be maybe president again, so I figured I could ask him to hold. So I asked him to hold, and especially because you're going to be president again, they hold. So I took the phone down, and I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing this crazy thing that's going around and coming down. It looks like it's going to crash into the gantry. And I said, oh, no. And I said, do me a favor, do you mind holding for a couple of minutes? I want to see this. I thought it was a space-age movie or something. I put the phone down, but I didn't pick it up for 45 minutes, and he was holding. But this spaceship came down, and I saw those engines firing, and it looked like it was over. It was going to smash, and then I saw the fire pour out from the left side, and I put it straight, and it came down so gently, and then it wrapped those arms around it, and it held it, and just like you hold your baby at night, your little baby. And it was a beautiful thing to see, and I called Elon. I said, Elon,
just like
was
you
that
hold
you?
your baby at night.
He said, yes, it was. I said, who else can do that? Can Russia do it? No. Can China do it? No. Can the United States do it other than you? No. Nobody can do that. I said, that's why I love you, Elon. That's great. And you know, when we had the tragic Hurricane Helene, and it hit North Carolina, they were really devastated. The water, this was a big water, as big as we've ever seen, water hurricane. It built lakes out of nothing. Fields became lakes, and the danger was unbelievable. And the people from North Carolina came to me and they said, would it be possible, at all possible, for you to speak to Elon Musk? We need Starlink. I said, what's Starlink? It's a form of communication. So I called Elon.
What's Starlink?
And I'll tell you what,
What's
and it was very
Starlink?
dangerous. People would die. They had no communication. All the wires were down. I called Elon Musk. I said, Elon, you have something called Starlink. Is that right? Yes, I do. What the
I'm
hell is it?
surprised
He said,
Elon.
it's a communication system that's very
Like,
good.
will Elon get a
I said,
political
Elon,
role?
They need
He
it
might not,
really,
right?
really
'Cause we already
badly in
have
North
NASA.
Carolina. Can you get it? He had that there so fast. It was incredible. So, and it was great. It saved a lot of lives. He saved a lot of lives. But he's a character. He's a special guy. He's a super genius. We have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them. We have to protect our super geniuses. I want to thank some of the guys. You know, we have up here today the U.S. Open champion. He's a fantastic golfer. He's slightly longer than me. It's a ball a little bit longer than me. Just a little bit. Bryson DeChambeau is up here someplace. What happened to Bryson? Where is he? Bryson. Oh, he was shot. He's hitting balls.
He's
He's
hitting
on the
balls.
way. He's hitting balls. Bryson. Oh, look at him. He's got a great career going. Great U.S. Open, Bryson. That's a fantastic job. And we also have a man, Dana White, who has done some job. He's a tough guy. So Dana started UFC and came to me, do you mind if I use your... Nobody wanted to give him a ring because they said it's a rough sport, a little rough. And I helped him out a little bit, and I went, and they said, this is the roughest sport I've ever seen, but I began to like it, and he loved it, and nobody's done a better job in sports. And you know, he's a very motivational kind of a guy, what he does. He gets these fighters, and they really go at it, and it's become one of the most successful sports enterprises anywhere at any time. It's doing so well. I'd like to ask Dana just to say a couple of words, because people love to hear from him. Dana,
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hardworking man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family. I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelk boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, Bustle with the Boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. And thank you, America. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yo, this is wild.
Now he's really an amazing guy. But most of all, I want to thank the millions of hardworking Americans across the nation.
You can't be surprised with Dana. Dana and Trump have been friends for like decades.
Really great movement. We've been through so much together, and today you showed up in record numbers to deliver a victory. Like really, I'd probably like no other. This was something special, and we're gonna pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned around fast, and we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna do it in every way, with so many ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country. So I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hard-working people. These are fantastic people, and we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He came in.
RFK.
And he's going to help make America healthy again.
Yo, this is crazy. Maha. They got MAGA, now they made Maha.
And now he's a great guy, and he really means it. He wants to do some things, and we're going to let him go to it. I just said, but Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid gold. Other than that, go have a good time, Bobby. We're going to be paying down debt. We're going to be reducing taxes. We can do things that nobody else can do. Nobody else is going to be able to do it. China doesn't have what we have. Nobody has what we have. But we have the greatest people also. Maybe that's the most important thing. This campaign has been so historic in so many ways. We've built the biggest, the broadest, the most unified coalition. They've never seen anything like it in all of American history. They've never seen it. Young and old, men and women, rural and urban. And we had them all helping us tonight, when you think. I mean, I was looking at it. I was watching it. They had some great analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all quarters, union, non-union, African-American, Hispanic-American, Asian-American, Arab-American, Muslim-American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful. It was a historic realignment, uniting citizens of all backgrounds around a common core of common sense. You know, we're the party of common sense. We want to have borders. We want to have security. We want to have things be good, safe. We want great education. We want a strong and powerful military, and ideally we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars. 4 years we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time, but we had no wars. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. But this is also a massive victory for democracy and for freedom.
I pray.
Together we're going to unlock America's glorious destiny. We're going to achieve the most incredible future for our people. Yesterday, as I stood at my last stop on the campaign trail, I'll never be doing a rally again. Can you believe it? I think we've done 900 rallies approximately from them. Can you imagine?
900?
901, something, a lot of rallies.
He probably means like in general, since like
many people, I said, this is our last rally.
Since the first term?
But now we're going on to something that's far more important, because the rallies were used for us to be put in this position where we can really help our country. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make our country better than it ever has been. And I said that many people have told me that God spared my life for a reason.
He survived 2 assassination attempts.
And that reason was to save our country and to restore America to greatness. And now we are going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission. This
year is a documentary called 2024.
The task before us will not be easy, but I will bring every ounce of energy, spirit, and fight that I have in my soul to the job that you've entrusted to me. This is a great job. There's no job like this. This is the most important job in the world. Just as I did in my first term, we had a great first term, a great, great first term. I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises. Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people. We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again. And I'm asking every citizen all across our land to join me in this noble and righteous endeavor. That's what it is. It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite. And we're going to try. We're going to try. We have to try. And it's going to happen. Success will bring us together. I've seen that. I saw that in the first term. When we became more and more successful, people started coming together. Success is going to bring us together, and we are going to start by all putting America first. We have to put our country first for at least a period of time. We have to fix it. Because together we can truly make America great again for all Americans. So I want to just tell you what a great honor this is. I want to thank you. I will not let you down. America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than it has ever been before. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
There we have it. Let's have some calls in. Before I give my take and give my opinions on everything, I want to get some calls in. Let's have some calls come in real quick as well. And I'm fixing, I'm putting up a more updated thumbnail for those who are going to be tuning in. But you guys are more than welcome to call in. I want to have you guys call in, share your takes, share your opinions. It's a judgment-free zone here. I do not care about what side you're on. Call in. Let's get some calls in right now. Let me send the new thumbnail over. As I set that up, I'll play back some of the speech. The Dana White part was crazy. He really called out and shouted out Aiden Ross. The clout and the fame, the attention, and the money that Aiden Ross, Theo Von, Joe Rogan, you thought they made a lot now? Back then? Watch now. After all this,
He deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hardworking man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family. I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelt Boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, Bustin' with the Boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. And thank you, America. Thank you. Have a good night.
The mighty and powerful Joe Rogan.
That is a piece of work. No, he's really an amazing guy. But most of all, I want to thank the millions of hardworking Americans across the nation who have always been the heart and soul of this really great movement. We've been through so much together, and today you showed up in record numbers to deliver a victory like no other. This was something special, and we're gonna pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned around fast, and we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna do it in every way, with so many ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country. So I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hard-working people. These are fantastic people, and we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And he's going to help make America healthy again. And now he's a great guy, and he really means it. He wants to do some things, and we're going to let him go to it. I just said, but Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid gold. Other than that, go have a good time, Bobby. We're going to be paying down debt. We're going to be reducing taxes.
So now let's get some calls in. I want to get you guys to call in, share your opinion about this situation. I'll do like 2 calls, and I'll give my take as well after the calls. Let's do it. They're probably is the phone line ringing already? Let's see. Call in. That's the number right there. Taking calls. Call in, and I'll have you join the live stream for the call. Let's connect the Bluetooth. That way people can hear you guys. Don't be shy. First caller, gets $10. Free $10. I'll cash app you $10. The first caller. I feel like people are going to be nervous to call in. But don't be nervous at all. 401-310-0950. Call in. Share your opinion about the election. First caller. You know, we're not rich over here. We're not Tucker Carlson and those people. So $10 for now. But I want people to get call in. Unless I put the settings wrong. My settings might be wrong. Here we have a caller. First caller, you're going to get $10 cash app. Appreciate your call. Let's go. All right. Hello? 1 second. Let's make sure. Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Perfect. How's it going? State your name and where you're from.
My name is O'Shea. I am from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, thank you. Welcome to the live stream, O'Shea. What is your reaction to the election and Trump winning the 2024 presidential election?
I'm not too surprised, but I haven't been too much of a big fan of him.
Yeah.
But the fact that the economics say that we have to go with him is probably like the best decision, because having empty promises and a whole agenda being pushed forward rather than the economics and the moral standards of who we all are, you know, it outweighs that. So I'm definitely surprised, but I'm not too surprised. But I'm actually kind of somewhat happy, but
yeah,
it is what it is. You know, I want to make sure that all of us don't keep living paycheck to paycheck, hand to mouth, because that's what we're all doing.
Yeah, and you're from Minneapolis, correct? You said.
Correct.
What did your state vote? Is it a red state, blue state?
It actually, believe it or not, it was a blue state, but it turned red. I was surprised at that.
Oh, it was one of the states that swung this election?
Yep.
Oh, wow. And do you mind sharing your vote decision?
Oh, my vote decision, I voted for Dr. Cornel West. I didn't vote for either candidate, Kamala Harris or Trump.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, you voted for Cornel West. Okay. Yeah, and then Cornel West, shockingly, I'm surprised he stayed in the race. He never dropped out. I thought he was going to drop out months ago, but he stayed in. Do you mind sharing to people why you believed in that vote and casting that vote for Cornel West? Dr. Cornel West?
Dr. Cornel West, he said the right stuff. He does the right stuff. He has a good track record with community of color, with all of us. And for the most part, he rallied behind the moral standards of what America really is. Just like we're all trying to feed our families, we're all trying to live a better life, not wake up every day and stress about having to go to work and go pay bills, or either make choices at the gas tank. Well, am I going to pay my gas today, or am I going to skip lunch? You know, I know there's a bunch of Americans that are all, you know, they're juggling that, especially if you got kids. So Dr. Cornel West, he just didn't have the exposure as much as Trump and Kamala Harris did. But Dr. Cornel West is probably like our best decision. But I feel better sleeping at night knowing that I made the right decision, you know. And I don't knock anybody for making a different decision at all. It's all in our best interest, you know. If the same sex wants to be with each other, that's cool. I'm not going to let nobody, you know, disrespect a person that, you know, moves a certain kind of different way, different from everyone else. But at the same time, we can't keep putting that in the forefront of the agenda and then trying to put a black face on the new world order. So that's where I stand on it. And my problem is with both sides of the aisle coming together to steal the people's money. We the people. Yeah.
Listen, much respect to you and your opinion and your take, and, you know, God bless you. Hope you have a great day. This number, I can cash out this number today? The same number?
Hold on 1 second. Oh, wow, I didn't even know nothing about that. I was just calling in because I watched your channel a couple of times. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me.
No worries.
Okay, I have my Cash App ready.
Okay, you got the Cash App tag, the at name?
Yep, the tag, yep.
Okay, perfect. All right.
All right, so it would be money sign, capital O,
Yep.
lowercase v,
B or V?
capital V,
V. Okay. V. Mm-hmm.
capital O,
Mm-hmm.
and another capital O,
Okay.
SHAY 21.
I think I got it. OVO O'Shea.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right. Well, thank you, my brother, and God bless you too, and God bless everybody on Club That Vision. Call in, and definitely we'd like to hear your thoughts, man. It definitely counts.
Thank you very much, O'Shea. God bless you. Appreciate all your support. Never take it for granted, and have a great week, man. God bless.
You too. God bless you too.
Got
Bye.
you. There we have it. That was O'Shea. We got a caller. I'm gonna Cash App him. The thing is, I have this Cash App. I'm not sure if this old card works. Might not work. We have another caller. We're gonna take one more call, and then I'll give you guys my take. And I want to break down some analytics. Okay. It says he sent it over to him. O'Shea just got to, I guess, confirm it. Once confirmed, he'll get it today regardless. Let's get the other caller. I believe someone's on the line right now. Oh, hung up. Call back again. We got multiple calls coming in. Appreciate you all. Let's play some the speech while we wait for another call.
People started coming together. Success is going to bring us together, and we are going to start by all putting America first.
463
Here we have it.
212.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, is this Cat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's it going, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I just want to say I'm a real big fan. I'm actually watching the live right now. I'm actually, what? I call in and come to my God?
Yeah, that's listen, man. had to get a little, you know what I'm saying, creative for this historic moment that we had today. So appreciate you calling in, brother.
Yeah, I'm calling from Indianapolis, Indiana. You know, you got a real big following down here, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, man. That means a lot.
And, I just want to say that I wasn't able to vote because I'm a felon. But my mom, when she went and voted for Kamala and everything, me personally, I wanted Trump to win because I feel like they've been playing like the African American Democrat card for too long now. Like we passed that. And I just feel like Trump gonna stand on business. These last 4 years, it's just been going too soft. The USA been just doing too much soft stuff. And I feel like Trump gonna put his foot down and make America the main thing.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, but I'm just ready to see what these next 4 years is gonna be like. But I'm gonna be optimistic, man. Always, I'm always do my thing and try to stay on the right track. It's like life goes on.
100%.
We everyday working people, so
No, 100%. Listen, man, I appreciate your perspective, especially, you said, so you have a felon record?
Yeah, I'm a paraplegic. I got shot 2018 and got locked up 3 weeks later. Did 3 years of prison, got out in 21. Man, I've been out ever since. Completed everything, man, to stay in focus.
No, God bless you, man. God bless you, man.
Yeah,
And in Indiana, and your state, what way did your state vote?
I'm in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
We Republican. Indiana, we Republican, yo.
Republican state? Okay.
So my county, Marion County, the main county is Democratic, but the state is a Republican state, though.
Oh, wow. Okay. Damn, okay. I was looking at the states last night. I forgot that stat of that state specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Indiana was like one of the first 4 states that was already up there.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And what's your thoughts in just the reactions, right? You have a more unique perspective. You have a record. You couldn't vote, but you're saying if you could have voted, you would have voted for Trump. Said your mother voted for Kamala. Yeah. And then you are from Indianapolis. So when it comes to the reactions, right, online, you see people, going crazy. There's like a trend right now today that's going viral, like a bunch of TikToks of Kamala Harris voters, specifically women, and they're crying. They're going crazy. They're devastated because of the abortion. The Roe versus Wade. He took credit for overturning that. and he's gonna pursue it seems like he's gonna pursue just keeping that the way how it is right now, where it's a state decision. It's not a national decision where everyone can just get an abortion. The states are deciding, so women have to travel across the country to get their abortion. So that's like a very if you're a female, I do believe in your body, your choice. So I get that perspective, but it seems like, in my opinion, I don't know what you think, but I feel like overall, especially since he won the popular vote, it seems like people didn't feel as if that was a significant issue enough in comparison to what he weighed on, which was, I think, was the economy, right? His whole thing was the economy, and I keep seeing people online saying I voted for him because of the economy.
The economy, and then like that was the only point that Kamala kept driving was the abortion. Like the economy is declined, bro. Is down bad right now.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I'm pro-life, but I do feel like in these times a woman should have her own choice of whether she want to keep her baby or not. But me personally, I'm pro-choice. But I do feel where they coming from. But Kamala, she should have drove home those points. The economy, I feel like the immigration, that was a real big one. Man, you got towns all across America getting taken over by Venezuelan gangs, and Boulder Springs, Colorado, Arizona, and man, first of all, did you see what Cardi B said yesterday?
Oh, the tornado comment, or like the hurricane?
Yeah, man, about the hurricanes, man. And regions like that, that's why she lost, bro. Because the Democratic Party, they're not built. They not together. All this is temporary. What they doing, the celebrities and all that, and making Daniel twerking on stage, like they thought the pop culture was gonna win in the election. Wrong. Because we fed up for that, and then you gotta look at it like Biden was just he still is the president, and this is the same cabinet. Like, come on, man. You can't piss on you can't spit on us and call us race.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I just feel like it being 2024, this is the age of the awakening, man. Everybody is gaining this knowledge, and everybody, we're not blind no more.
Yeah.
We're not blind no more. So, and Trump, I feel like Trump speaks his mind. You see, man, the man didn't being convicted. They didn't shoot him for like $500 million. Like, come on, man. Like,
no, it's crazy. It's crazy. He's been through it all.
2 + 2 = 4. You feel me?
He's been through it all. I really never saw the future of him, even being president again, because he's been through so much. I was like, he's probably not even going to be able to run legally. And then he ran, and look at him now, But listen, I'm going to get to another caller to end the calls. I appreciate you very much. Anything you want to shout out or say to the people before you end the call?
Man, yeah, shout out to my hometown, man, Indianapolis, Indiana, man. This Hoosier, a.k.a. Yoda. Shout out to Club Ambition Podcast, the hottest in the nation, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. Love, man. Peace, happiness.
Much love, brother. God bless you, Yoda. Be smooth, bro. Yeah, we have one more caller. Let's get another call. That very interesting takes, right? Very interesting takes, unique perspectives. I respect them all. What's the chat saying? Okay, we got a donation, $2 donation. Shout out to Wicked NC. Money over people, lives and bodies is insane. Lives and bodies. Lives and bodies. What does that mean? Money over people, lives and bodies is insane. To choose economy over lives is okay. To choose yeah. Listen, to each their own. To each their own. No matter what, people are going to be split when it comes to election, when it comes to politics. You cannot have one ultimatum, one ultimate universal unanimous take. But yeah, that guy you guys like that guy? He was dope. Shout out to Yoda. Indiana called in. Let's get one more call in right here. We have, should I call this number back? Or I might just end the calls, because that was a dope way to end it on. I'll end the calls. Yeah, I'll end the calls. Let's end the calls right there. But to give you guys my Oh, someone just called. Let's call it back. Let's call him back. One more call. Hello.
Hello?
How's it going? Return the call for the live stream.
Yeah.
How's it going? What's your name? State your name and where you're from.
Yeah, so I am living from New Mexico.
From New Mexico. Okay. Shout out to New Mexico.
Yeah.
And what's your reaction from New Mexico to the election results?
I don't think I'm surprised at all.
Mm.
I thought it was gonna come. And my theory is, or at least my thoughts are, there's basically two reasons. And yes, I am Hispanic, and I think what Democrats fail to realize is that, you know, I would say that every immigrant that comes into the United States, whether legal or illegal, it doesn't matter, but every immigrant here that comes to the United States, they are people that are opportunists. You know, they saw an opportunity, you know, back in their countries to come to the United States, so they took it, right? So mentally, they are opportunists. And what ended up happening was, you know, Democrats are offering immigrants, you know, all of this free money, all this welfare, you know, all these things, but they're forgetting about the immigrants that were already here, right? They got to experience that welfare, and you know, and a lot of immigrants go from welfare to, you know, to actual jobs, and basically through time,
Yeah.
right? What did we hear a lot was that manufacturing is going away, you know, different type of construction, you know, oil projects are going away, closing. Like, those are all jobs that a lot of immigrants work in. You know, it's not just rural America where it's white people, you know, because believe me, you know, in New Mexico, I knew a lot of Mexicans that were building that wall. So it's not just like, these aren't things that, you know, that rhetoric of, you know, bringing back jobs, it's not just for white Americans. It's literally for immigrants that have been here many years, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of this welfare thing, it was mostly for those new immigrants that were coming in, right? And I think that's why, it's really one of the main reasons why Democrats lost the election, because, you know, people think that, Trump is just talking to white Americans when he talks about bringing back jobs. No, he's talking to literally everyone that, you know, worked in those jobs. A lot of those manufacturers, like I said, you know, immigrants work in those jobs. You know, in New Mexico, you know, I forgot what percentage of it is Hispanics, and a lot of those types of jobs that Trump was talking about bringing back, like that's 90% of the population here. You know, like that's something I'm not surprised that Trump was going to win this election here.
And New Mexico, did New Mexico go red? Was it red? Is it blue?
No, I think New Mexico was. I think New Mexico is still blue.
Yeah, Kamala won.
Yeah, I think in New Mexico, yeah, Kamala still won.
Okay.
I mean, like, just like in every blue state, you know, Trump gained a lot of newer votes, I guess, right? Like, it wasn't as, I guess, like, you know, the previous election, whatever the numbers were. But.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It does say Kamala Harris in New Mexico won 469,000 votes, and Donald Trump won 419,000 votes. So it's off by, I want to say like 50,000 votes. So 50,000 votes. You know, it's close. I would say it's pretty close. It's closer than before, I believe. In his last election in that specific state, I believe. This is a 5 electoral state, New Mexico. And who did you vote for, if you don't mind sharing?
Me personally, I actually didn't vote because I don't know. For me, there was
So when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I was like probably in 6th grade, I think. You know, we took a visit from Mexico, and then we came back, right? And on our way back, me and my brothers were just complaining about Mexico to my dad, about how corrupt it is, because the cops were literally making up, you know, laws that we apparently broke, so that the cops can eventually tell you, hey, you broke this law, but you can just pay us this amount of money and we'll let you free. Right? Like, it was that kind of, you know, corruption, right? So we were complaining to my dad about it, and then my dad finally just said, you know what? He said, what you guys don't know is that America and Mexico, like, they're about the same in corruption. And he said the difference is that corruption in America is legal. And as I started getting older, well, you start to realize that, hey, you know, both the Republicans and the Democrats, guess who's funding them? You really think it's your donations that are, you know, what did they say? Kamala had like $1 billion, right? That she raised. You think half of that money was from fucking the citizens then? You know, like that is, you know, you just start to realize that. And at the end of the day, I just feel like I'm going to be paying taxes whether a Republican or a Democrat is president. You know, I'm still gonna be working regardless. You know.
Yeah.
My life is still gonna go on. You know. But
Yeah. And you said you're Hispanic. Are you Mexican?
I was born here, raised here in the United States. But yeah, my parents are from Mexico.
Okay. No, listen, man. It's your right. It's your right to, you know, you have your constitutional right. If you want to vote, if you want to vote, if you don't want to vote, if you vote, if you want to vote for whoever, you know, freedom of speech, your opinion.
Yeah.
So, I respect your take, you know, and thank you for calling. You know, especially given that more of a unique perspective where, you know, you stayed no voting, undecided still, or just not wanting to vote. Would you have casted a vote? Like, if you had to pick a vote, did you have someone in mind, or did you just don't even? Would you say you're just undecided? Would you claim yourself as undecided?
When was it? 2020. That one election.
Yeah.
I called my dad. And I said, hey, who would you vote for? And then he said Trump.
Yeah.
Because he was building the wall, and he knew. He was like, yeah, if Trump wins, like, I'm gonna still be working, and if he loses, I'm not gonna have this job. And sure enough, right? Biden won. The project was canceled, so obviously my dad just went to go work somewhere else, you know, building solar panels or working the oil rigs in Texas. But the point is that if I would have casted a vote, I guess I would have just called my dad and say, hey, who would you vote for? And if he still said Trump, I guess I would have just voted for Trump.
Yeah. No, listen, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you calling in, brother. God bless you. Have an amazing week. You know, any last words you want to tell the live stream?
Yeah, I guess my last words is that, you know, you get to see a lot of those reactions of, I guess, a lot of Democrats that are just, like, hysterical about it. And, you know, if you were one of the people that didn't vote for Trump, you know, you were one of Kamala Harris, like, at the end of the day, man, like, you just still got to keep pushing, right? Like, whether Kamala Harris won or Trump won, like, you still have to just wake up the next day, to work, go get your buddy, you know, and do what you have to do, you know. It's just going to be for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll worry about the next election, so.
Yeah. No, 100%. We'll be doing this all over again in 4 years again, you know what I'm saying? The same, you know, there's going to be a side that's going to be upset, there's going to be a side that's going to be happy, you know, every 4 years, you know, just like clockwork. So I appreciate you for calling, man. Shout out to New Mexico. And again, man, God bless you. Have a great week.
Yeah, you too, man.
Thank you, brother. There we have it, guys. We got Mexicans calling from New Mexico. We got undecided voters that are we have Mexicans calling from New Mexico that are undecided voters, but leaning towards the Trump side. Shout out to him. And then also we have felons calling in from Indianapolis who voted for Trump. Well, couldn't vote, but would have voted for Trump, but their mother voted for Kamala Harris. Very unique perspectives I'm not gonna lie to you. Did not expect those type of calls. I love that. You know, like I said, I'm one of the rare people you're gonna find in life that doesn't die on a hill. So you're not gonna see crazy outrage from me. Let me give my take, right? As Trump's speaking, you know, looking at the numbers, for those who don't know, and I'm gonna show you guys the numbers behind this. I'm gonna break down the stats behind this election. There's gonna be a lot of things that you guys are gonna look at, and you're gonna be like, oh wow, like comparing it to previous years, comparing it in general, whether you're on the Trump side, Biden side, it's intriguing and interesting no matter what, right? I have it here. Okay, it's not popping up, but I want to show it yet. Okay. But, you know, let me do my little mini monologue. But yeah, here we have it. In a historic defeat, Kamala Harris has lost the election to Donald Trump, Donald J. Trump, right? Donald Trump now will become the 47th president of the United States. This is the second term. He was the 45th president. Now he's going to be the 47th president officially, right? Donald Trump. This is the same man through it all, right? He had two attempted assassination attempts this year, literally escaped death. They were trying to kill this man. First one, we all saw it all live on TV, national television. It was one of the wildest moments in news because even people that hate Trump, right? They're like, wait a minute. We don't want to see him die. Even though you might tweet, die Trump. You don't want him to die. You know, at least don't make it publicly known either because that's a crime to even wish death upon, I believe, a presidential candidate person in general. Convicted once, officially convicted felon. He's an official convicted felon. 2 cases still pending. He has 2 cases still pending based off charges. He has 34 felony counts, right? 34 felony charges. Faced 2 impeachments. Remember, he got impeached twice. He was impeached in 2019, in December 2019, and also 2021, January 2021. He faced 2 impeachments, right? 6 bankruptcies, but 4 more years. 4 more years, the 47th president of the United States. And when you look at the analytics, I just made a word up. The analytics, Trump won the election basically by around, overall, he has 139 million votes. 72 million people, about 72 million people voted for Donald Trump. He won the popular vote. This is the first time a Republican nominee has won the popular vote in 20 years since 2004 when George Bush won the election. And Kamala Harris received 67 million votes. 67 million people voted for Kamala Harris. Donald Trump won the election by about 5 million people going out and voting more for him than Kamala. It's crazy. I thought it was going to be closer. And that's just a popular vote. The electoral vote, I'm going to show you guys a chart. I'm going to show you guys a chart in a second. But just to compare this, right, when you look at 2020, when he first won the election, Donald Trump, no, my bad. He didn't win the election in 2020. Let me just go back in time. 2016, yeah, I have it right here. My bad. I'm not Tucker Carlson, guys. Maybe one day. I'm not Don Lemon. Maybe one day. We'll see. Getting my facts right. I don't have a production team. I'm a one-man band. God bless America. God bless you guys. God bless independent journalism. Again, I want to emphasize that because no matter how you feel, we have to embrace this type of coverage. You know, lives are being changed. We're going to talk about it all. But looking at the stats here, I want to read them again to you guys. Yeah, when you go back to the election, the first election that Donald Trump won as a celebrity, right? No political background. There was 129 million people that went out to vote. There was 10 million people less that went out to vote in 2016 when Donald Trump won, and he won the Electoral College. He did not win the popular vote. He only had 63 million people go out and vote for him, and Hillary Clinton had about 66 million people go out and vote for her. It's crazy when you think about it, because now this time around, almost 10 million people voted more for Donald Trump this time around, and he won the popular vote. And obviously now the Senate as well won, the Republican Senate, the Senate, the Houses, the chamber is red, fully red. Not fully red, but the majority red. Right, the Republicans as well won the Senate. And on top of that, let's go even more recently, when Donald Trump tried to run again for his second term in 2020, more people voted than now. Last election almost had 20 more people go out to vote. So it's like 2016, we start at 129 million. Trump wins electoral. Then we go 2020, it goes up. Goes up almost by 30 million people, no? That's crazy. Damn. Almost by 30 million people. 158 million people go vote. Trump loses. He claims it was stolen election till this day. A lot of you guys who support him, you know, claim that as well. But there's people on both sides. I've seen people on both sides claim it. I don't believe it was stolen, but to each their own. Then it goes from 158 to now it drops back down by 20 million people to 139 million people voting. It's pretty crazy. It's like, wow. I thought there was going to be more people than last time. The way that they were rallying about this. Why wasn't there as much people out voting? What do you guys think? What's your predictions? Why were there less voters this time around than the last election? Were there more undecided voters? We just had an undecided voter call in from New Mexico. Shout out to New Mexico. He didn't vote for either or. Undecided. Right? We had a felon that would have voted for Trump. He said, I can't vote. But I would have voted for Trump. My mom voted for Kamala, right? It's a conversation that needs to be had because it's pretty interesting, these numbers, when you look at them and break them down. Right? Can I show you guys the chart now? Decisive. Yeah, I had the speech. Yeah, let me show you guys the chart now. Yeah, let's show you the chart now. I can show you guys the chart. Here's a chart. Let's put it on your screen for you all to see. And look at this. And I'll recommend this website as well. Can you guys see it? I recommend this website as well. Make sure it looks good. There we have it. This website is DecisionDeskHQ.com. Decision Desk headquarters. I don't know who they are. I want to do more research on them, like who they're owned by. But it's very analytical, and they basically call the election first. If you look at their analytics, their analytics, again with the damn word I'm making up, their analytics, the numbers make fucking sense. It made fucking sense because sometimes you'd be like, oh, if you watched, what's that famous, Succession, right? Succession, and they called the vote, but they called it too early. News stations, there's like a battle to call the vote first. Who's gonna win? Who won the election? They want to rush to get the credit first. Fox News called it. Okay, CNN, we can call it. We're gonna call it for this person. These analytics right here, all these numbers. Look at this. Presidential election is as specific as it gets, guys. Very on point. It shows you everything. Exactly 72,330,844 votes, right? Kamala 67,593,950 votes. This was just updated right now, literally a minute ago. This website, it feels like they use AI. I don't know who owns them, but it comes off as if it's AI. Not in a bad way. I mean in a good way. Like, it's very, like, on point. Right, you can see this literally. This state, is it fully called yet? No. So Arizona technically still has 33% of voting to be called. But you can predict it going to Trump so far. You can predict it going to Trump. All right. And look at how close. Let's see how close. Look at this was pretty close right here. Phoenix. Well, Maricopa, specifically. Maricopa. Donald Trump, 687,000. And we got Kamala Harris, 656,000. And what's crazy is when you look at the Green Party, the Independent Party, the other candidates that were running that were not Republican or Democratic, the numbers are interesting, right? Because you got Jill Stein, Chase Oliver. Let's say that 6,000 people did not vote for Jill Stein. They voted for Kamala. She goes up to 662. Then she gets 6,000 people more from Chase. She goes up to 668. She still would have lost. You know, she still would have lost. And there's a lot of cases like this where you see these numbers and people are like, oh, I saw on Twitter, like, fuck you for voting for Jill Stein, etc. Nah, man. Like, people can vote for who they want. Like, you can literally, there's a write-in ballot. You can literally write in, if there's a candidate that you want, let's say that they might have been still running, but they never even made it to the ballot. You know, because there's like a deadline, for a cutoff for the ballot. You can write their name in. You know, last year there was people writing in Kanye, you know, right? Last election, we saw people write in Kanye West. They were like, Kanye for president, I believe. And he received like a certain percentage of the votes. Probably something very tiny, but it's still counted as something. Or was it Morambe? There was something like controversial that someone like received like a percentage of the votes. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it gets even crazier when you look at this, right? The rise, the chances, the predictions. It started at the race November 5th in the morning, starts at prediction of 59.6% Donald Trump winning against 40% Kamala. By the end of the day, at night, look how it just kept going down for Kamala. Down, 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 down. A random little pivot here. Oh, went from 12 to 15, but then back down, down. It is crazy. She really, like, it comes off as if she had no chance. For being honest. My prediction was, the moment Donald Trump was shot, I said he won the election. I just had a feeling. Did I vote for Donald Trump? Me, no. I did not personally vote for Donald Trump. But I still had a feeling as if when I went out to speak with people, we had people call in now. I went out, walked around my state of Rhode Island, a blue state. People were more vocal than ever about their Trump support. Like, very vocal about their Trump support. And it gets weird, in my opinion, when you have, like, the people wearing the trash bags. All that shit's weird to me. I don't give a fuck. That's some weird shit. I'm sorry. That's weird. I would never, me personally, this is today. As of today, I would not see myself telling someone, I'm voting for this person and I'm proud. You should vote for them too. Go and vote for this person. If you don't vote for them, your life is at hand. Your life is at risk, except no. Let people vote for who they want to vote for. The results are in. That's it. I didn't vote for Trump. I'm not going to cry about it, you know. But at the same time, we have to have respect for individuals and their individual belief and reaction, right? If you're a female that's passionate about your rights and your body, your choice, you can be upset about this, right? But some of them are so upset, and I'll play them right now. Some of them are so upset that they're crying all over TikTok. This is right now viral. We have TikToks of Democratic women, or we could just say Kamala Harris voters, crying. Look at this.
We may not have rights tomorrow. So I'm going to bed with less than a dignity that I have left.
Look at this. Went to the live stream, dude. Yes, can you hear me? See me, dude?
Guys, I just voted, and I chose family.
You guys hear everything good?
Bring the terror now. I chose family. I chose women. I chose America. We were wrong. It's an utter betrayal for anybody.
Oh, he's a transgender man. Okay.
Guys, how the fuck are we back here again? How the fuck are we back in this same situation again? Just absolutely cannot fucking wait for this to be over. And doom.
I am one of the 30% of white men voting for Kamala Harris.
Here's what gets me. He literally said he'll be a dictator on day one.
I will not cry like the last time. I won't cry. I won't cry. I mean, at least not yet.
I thought this country was better.
I don't know how many people follow me that voted for Trump. I know there's probably a few, but I just don't understand it. I feel so alone when it comes to my family.
New Hampshire is a state that the Trump campaign tried to put in play late in the race, back before Biden. They really felt that was
And I don't know what to do about it. I feel so alone. I don't feel seen.
AP News has just called the election in Pennsylvania, meaning that Donald Trump is the next president-elect of the United States and that he's going to be our next president. I'm devastated. I wish we could have done more for this country. I wish I could have done more.
It's just so awesome how much this country hates women. So awesome. It's really awesome.
I'm really glad I'm taking off work tomorrow. Dinner was good. Yeah, not having a good time.
Did she just sing? What's going on?
All right, guys, it's time to go to bed.
Oh my god.
None of us are stressed about the election, right? We all are gonna just go have the best night's sleep of our lives.
Oh, Mr. Lichtman, cry those tears. Cry! They taste so sweet.
Yeah, this is if you're a purebred Republican, very conservative, you're looking at this stuff, happy, laughing. They call it liberal tears, right? Looking at the liberal tears. Look at this woman. I saw this one crazy viral. My thing is, like, are these exaggerated reactions? I can kind of weave in. You can tell when it's authentic or if it's, let's put the camera on, give a quick thought. But look at this one. I feel like she's fucking lying. Like, what is this? This feels like it. Let's if you haven't watched it, look at this.
I'm sorry. No! Why? Why? Do you really hate me that bad? I'm sorry.
Yo. Do you really hate me that bad? It's like, damn. But she has to be referring to hate me as in the female, right? The abortion rights. Because again, for those who don't know, Roe v. Wade was overturned 2022, I believe 2 years ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. Therefore, it is the state's decisions, individual state decision, whether the female can get an abortion at a certain, also there's more specific situations where it depends also on what month the fetus, the baby is in. I am pro-choice. I'm always for females have their right to do what they want for their body. So I can see where if you are very adamant about that decision, this can be a breaking, straw is a straw that broke the camel's back, because now you feel as if this is something that's going to ruin your life forever, can affect your life forever. But there's a silver lining in this, whereas, like, God forbid they ban it fully, because that's what can happen. They ban abortion overall, no matter what. Man, silver lining, I guess, is just being more protective, being more cautious with sex. People, there'll be probably a decline in sex and just people in general having sex with strangers, being more relationship based, if something of that nature happens, because it's more of a controlled situation. You can't fight the crime. And unfortunately, we can expect illegal abortions happening, right? People opening up their own illegal, there's stories already of this happening. It's happened before, it's happened throughout history. People doing their own illegal abortions, almost like an underground abortion type of society, and women having to go through that, but then risking their lives because they're not professionals. They're not. Some of them are not professionals, and you deal with something where it's like you die. It gets weird, man, because also if a female gets graped, I can't say the R word, gets graped. We're live. Gets graped. She's forced to keep the baby, right? But then I did see clips of Trump. I did see clips of Trump saying like he doesn't believe that, he allegedly doesn't want to go to that extent. But people are reacting. And on top of that, we have Project 2025, which involves, I believe, and developed by or created by, backed by people that have worked for Trump, been with Trump, Trump alliances in the past. But Trump himself says he has no direct tie. Like, that's not his plan, the Project 2025. But time will tell, right? You can't trust none of these politicians, bro. People are gonna promise you something, and then something might not happen. Something could happen. I do see a bright side as far as the economy. There has to be, because if Trump is promising you everything, the economy, he's got to do it, right? You got to hold him to it. You got to hold him accountable. Hold up, is Kamala live? I think Kamala's live. Kamala live? Okay, I'll open this up here, guys. We can watch this together as well. Kamala's live. She's about to speak to Trump. Is it happening right now? I don't hear nothing yet, so probably not now, right? Nothing yet. You guys can tell me in the live chat also when it happens. I'll also update. Let me update the actual title of the video. That way we can get some viewers in for Kamala's speech. Kamala's about to speak right now. She's about to speak. Give me 1 minute, guys. Appreciate you all tuning in live. Witnessing history together. We're literally witnessing history. Got over 100 people in the live stream. Thank you all. You guys still here, right? Okay, you're still here. Kamala. After Trump. Got the Kamala speech. Let's update this. This is wild, man. Okay. Let me update the thumbnail as well for you guys. Bear with me. Stay on the live. Also, share the live stream link. Would love to get more people. Share to your friends and family. I would love to get more people in the live stream and also get people to call in. Kamala's about to take the stage. Kamala. Kamala's about to take the stage. Kamala's about to take the stage. They're taking their time with this, man. She's supposed to come out at 6 p.m., but they moved it up to right now, guys. What's your prediction? What is she going to say? What is the live chat thinking? What is Kamala about to say? What are we going to get from Kamala? I wonder if Biden's going to be there. Is Biden going to be by her side? Very interesting time we're living in, guys. Can't we all just get along? No. It's impossible. It's impossible. Just gotta love God. Believe in God. Stay out of trouble. Focus on yourself and your family. Your passions, your ambition. And you'll reach the top, man. You'll reach the top. Everyone that's watching this right now currently has the potential to do whatever they want in life if you haven't done it yet. It's never too late. Age is not a factor. You guys can do anything. Literally anything. The irony of this, if Donald Trump can become the president of the United States, anything is possible. Therefore, you're going to see people that are Republican want him to win the election. They get happy about this decision from the get-go. And he's not really a bad speech giver, isn't he? You know, he knows how to go control the crowd, even though he says some dumbass shit sometimes. He knows how to sell it. He's always been a good businessman. He's treating this as a business. This election is just a business for him. What's the term for this speech specifically? Kamala. Concession. I wish that we could play music on these type of live streams, man, without getting taken down. You know how much music I would play? I'll create playlists for everything. I'll have a political playlist. Play some Young Jeezy. My president is black. My Lambo is blue. Play some and I'm proud to be an American. We can't play none of that stuff. Can't play none of that shit, bro. We will be taken down. This shit would be taken down so fast. This is not happening. They ain't letting that happen at all. Is Kamala live yet? Why is she taking her sweet time? I'm going to change the thumbnail for you guys right now as well. Get some more viewers in here. One day I'll have producers, etc. They could just do everything. But don't mind it getting done yourself. Let's watch the Kamala speech. I'll have it loaded up on the side. And I proudly stand up next to you and remember. I used to sing that song in school like crazy. There's another one like the man, that shit reminds me of school. When I saw Trump walk out with that, I'm like, what the? That's a song from school. But isn't that one of his theme songs, guys? Donald Trump has specific theme songs throughout these campaign rallies, etc. Therefore, this might be one of them. You know. God bless the USA. Yes, we gotta wait for her. I low-key don't want to watch it on here. Let's see if I can find like a YouTube link for Kamala Harris. They're not letting me see it. They're not letting me watch it. Something's going on. I guess I'll just watch it on here. But crazy, man. Okay, waiting for her speech. Upon her speaking, I'll be putting it here. You guys will be able to see it. But let's see what the live chat's saying. What's your guys' takes on everything going on right now? Let's read some of the actual commentary. America's a Business says, Oren Johnson. Leah says she thinks it's on. It's not on, Leah. I don't see it. I don't think it's on. It's on, but she's not saying anything yet. Let me double check. You guys are making me nervous. Yeah, she's not saying anything yet. I could probably find another link on X. Kamala live. We got USA.
had it been Trump not making a call to concede until well into the next day, they could imagine that the coverage, the reaction from the country would have been quite different. We also learned, of course, about the phone call with President Biden, that invitation to come to the White House. It's important to remember these three individuals here, the vice president, the president-elect, and President Biden, have almost no actual personal history together. Remember the entirety of Vice President Harris and Donald Trump's personal relationship, to the degree they have one. There's not a lot of relationship here. There does seem to be a desire, at least in this small moment, to project that image of unity and of the peaceful transfer of power, so important to the American tradition in every other election, save essentially the last one. But now, again, a key moment here for both sides to try to reach for that higher ground.
Yeah, mostly serious faces as we look at Howard University.
Yeah, so Howard University, yeah. It's crazy, right? So, and then overall, we also have this election has caused so much emotion throughout the country that we have people on TikTok crying that voted for Kamala, specifically a lot of females that are upset about now Trump potentially keeping the abortion decision more of a state-to-state case and also maybe banning it completely nationwide, right? That's what women are in fear of. They have their right to be in fear of. Especially like me, I'm pro-choice. I understand what the female perspective is on this, right? Also, there's people going viral burning the American flag. This feels like when Tom Brady left the Patriots and we had people burning Tom Brady jerseys. We had people literally burning the American flag. Which is a crime, by the way. It's a crime. It's illegal. But people are doing it. Right? Unbelievable type of shit happening. And I want to read while we're here, waiting for Kamala coming out any second now. I want to read certain things that happened locally, right? In my state. To make sure, because the stats were crazy. The stats were crazy. Like, there's certain things that people need to pay attention more to. Yeah, so the election happened, and in Rhode Island, the small state in the country where I'm from, this is for Rhode Island. If you're from Rhode Island, listen, pay attention. Yes, Rhode Island won. Kamala Harris won in Rhode Island. Rhode Island's a blue state. It's known. But there's certain stats and certain things that I want people to learn and get to know about when it comes to Rhode Island. There's literally, there was a woman who was running, Patricia Morgan. She was running as Rhode Island State Senator, no, just Rhode Island State? Yeah, Rhode Island State Representative Patricia Morgan. She accused voter fraud happening on the election day in Rhode Island. Right? She said that she saw people walk out with ballots. She showed the photo of the ballots. This is not Kamala. Who's this? Let's see.
In office.
Okay. I thought she was about to say that Kamala's not coming out. Who the heck is that? I was like, what the heck is happening? Yeah, Patricia Morgan accused voter fraud happening against her opponent, right? Sheldon Whitehouse. Sheldon Whitehouse won the election. She said that she was getting ballots, fake ballots, already pre-filled ballots, and you look at them and that people were passing out these ballots to confuse people at the actual polling place. That's what she was saying, right? She said that she saw this and this is voter fraud, etc. When you look at the results, I think I have the results here of the actual specific election between them two, because there was a lot of local elections happening throughout the country that people didn't highlight as much. You forgot about. You should have paid attention. School board elections, voting yes on certain questions that are going to affect your community directly right away, way more than Trump, etc. You know, at least right away. Unless Trump says something on January that we didn't expect, right? Where the hell? I had the stats. Oh, and also I do have the chart of the abortion. Yeah, abortion is banned in Texas, for example. There's states like Texas, Idaho, South Dakota, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, and West Virginia where abortion is banned, right? Is banned or near total ban, but basically banned. For example, Texas is banned with no exception for rape or incest at all. Grape or incest. It's banned no matter what. That's what they're saying. That's what it says. It's a state-to-state situation. There's also states like Arizona where it's banned at 15 weeks of pregnancy. So if it's 15 weeks or less, you can get an abortion, right? It varies. Georgia, it's 6 weeks of pregnancy. Florida, 6-week pregnancy. 6 week in North Carolina. South Carolina, North Carolina's 12-week. Iowa, 6 weeks. Nebraska, 12 weeks as well. Right? But we have abortion, for example, legal in New York until viability. Basically, whenever. New Jersey, no limit in age. Right? But then Kansas, for example, still has a limit up until 22 weeks. So that's where people start to judge. It's like, why are you waiting 22 weeks and getting an abortion? I personally feel like, yeah, at 22 weeks, what's that? How many months? That's almost 2 months. Unless you didn't know you were pregnant. Some people don't show at all. So there's rare occasions. There's been women that have given birth on the toilet and thought they were taking a shit. And they were literally having a baby. As crazy as that, as crazy as that sounds, there's stories like that. Unless they're lying. I doubt they're lying. It seemed pretty, I believed it. I believed it. I don't know about you guys. Shit sounds crazy, literally, though. No pun intended. But going back to the Rhode Island situation, voter fraud accusation occurring. I want to look up the actual race between Patricia Morgan. All right, let me show you guys the clip of Patricia's.
Another state.
This happened in Rhode Island while we wait for Kamala. I could show you guys this real quick. Listen to this.
Representative of voter fraud in Portsmouth. What did you see or hear that led you to come to that accusation?
They had taken a ballot, an official ballot. They had whited out all of the Republican names and filled in the circles for all the Democrats. And they were handing that to voters as they went in. My understanding is voters who went inside then were confused because it said official ballot. It didn't say sample. It didn't say this is just if you want to vote Democrat, here's your guide. It said official ballot across the top. In my experience, because I was a state chairman at one point. I don't know.
That's her take. And then she also posted I think photo. That's what actually made him even interview her. The photo of the ballot on her account, unless she deleted the photo. She might have deleted the photo. I feel like if it's not official fake votes casted, I mean, this is not necessarily voter fraud, right? Isn't voter fraud just if people are voting fakely? But I guess if you look at these ballots, pre-filled, it could confuse people, so throw people off. And then also, who knows, inside job, maybe her doing it on purpose to now talk about it and then have the other party, the other side, look guilty of it. I don't know. What I do know is this. When you look up Patricia Morgan, and Sheldon Whitehouse results, let's look at the results right here. She can accuse someone of this, but then, did she have any chance of winning at all? Sheldon Whitehouse won 287,989 votes. Basically, let's round it. You can round it to 288,000 votes for Sheldon Whitehouse, Democrat, Senate seat here in Rhode Island. And then we have the GOP Republican Patricia Morgan with 40% of the votes at 193.7 votes. You can round it to 194,000 votes. So basically 100,000 votes of a difference. Seems pretty fair and square to me. I doubt that there's a voter election fraud that caused 100,000 votes to be swayed. You know, even though people passing those out, confusion, they might have confused maybe 50 people. I doubt it confused 100,000 people to vote for against her. That's not the case. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening at all. Right. But I did want to go look at the numbers in Rhode Island. Let me actually keep this open on this side. That way you guys, I'll put it back up when it happens. We have HQ. Again, this is the best website for the results, in my opinion. Decision Desk HQ. You can look up Decision Desk HQ. They show you everything. Literally analytical breaking down state by state. You know, let me show you. We have Tim Walz, the Vice President.
To you, Lester. Yeah, we're looking at Tim Walz now appears to be at the foot of the stage. We assume he will stand with the Vice President when she makes her remarks.
And for him, somebody who has made this turn onto the national stage, did you know, 2 months ago, did most of America know who Tim Walz was? If he lived in Minnesota, maybe, right?
No one knew who Tim Walz was, and no one really cares about Tim Walz. I feel like he was not a strong vice presidential candidate. J.D. Vance, at first, I felt the same way for Trump, but he does have the controversy where people know him, right? He was anti-Trump, and now he's Trump, so it's like, oh, the hypocrisy. Tim Walz was just like, who is this guy? What is going on, right? We wanted, right? People were like, oh, my God, let's get Michelle Obama to run. She didn't run. We're going to talk about that soon, later on, too. Like, probably after the speech, I want to break down Joe Rogan's take on that. He said that Michelle Obama would have won the election. I agree. Oh, we have her. Kamala Harris.
Vice President Kamala Harris.
Walking out.
So let me say, and I love you back. So let me say, my heart is full today. My heart is full today, full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me, full of love for our country, and full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright.
We got people in the crowd. People in the crowd crying.
As we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting. To my beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much. To President Biden and Dr. Biden, thank you for your faith and support. To Governor Walz and the Walz family, I know your service to our nation will continue. And to my extraordinary team, to the volunteers who gave so much of themselves, to the poll workers and the local election officials, I thank you all. Look, I am so proud of the race we ran, and the way we ran it. Over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every walk of life and background, united by love of country with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's future. And we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. Now, I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power. A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it. At the same time, in our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States. And loyalty to our conscience and to our God. My allegiance to all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign. The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people. A fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation, the ideals that reflect America at our best. That is a fight I will never give up. I will never give up the fight for a future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, where the women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own body and not have their government telling them what to do. We will never give up the fight to protect our schools and our streets from gun violence. And America, we will never give up the fight for our democracy, for the rule of law, for equal justice, and for the sacred idea that every one of us, no matter who we are or where we start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be respected and upheld. And we will continue to wage this fight in the voting booth, in the courts, and in the public square. And we will also wage it in quieter ways, in how we live our lives, by treating one another with kindness and respect, by looking in the face of a stranger and seeing a neighbor, by always using our strength to lift people up, to fight for the dignity that all people deserve. The fight for our freedom will take hard work, but like I always say, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work can be joyful work. And the fight for our country is always worth it. It is always worth it. To the young people who are watching, it is... To the young people who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed, but please know it's going to be okay. On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't win. The important thing is don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever stop trying to make the world a better place. You have power. You have power. And don't you ever listen when anyone tells you something is impossible because it has never been done before. You have the capacity to do extraordinary good in the world. And so to everyone who is watching, do not despair. This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves. This is a time to organize, to mobilize, and to stay engaged for the sake of freedom and justice and the future that we all know we can build together. Look, many of you know I started out as a prosecutor, and throughout my career, I saw people at some of the worst times in their lives. People who had suffered great harm and great pain, and yet found within themselves the strength and the courage and the resolve to take the stand, to take a stand, to fight for justice, to fight for themselves, to fight for others. So let their courage be our inspiration. Let their determination be our charge. And I'll close with this. There's an adage an historian once called a law of history, true of every society across the ages. The adage is, only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. I know many people feel like we are entering a dark time, but for the benefit of us all, I hope that is not the case. But here's the thing, America, if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion of stars. The light of optimism, of faith, of truth, and service. And may that work guide us, even in the face of setbacks, toward the extraordinary promise of the United States of America. I thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. I thank you all.
Beyonce song? I can't play the Beyonce song because of copyright. Let's put it down a bit, but let's see.
Kamala Harris, her husband Doug Emhoff, at the conclusion of about a 15-minute speech. The vice president saying that she does concede the race to Donald Trump, but she says, I do not concede the fight that fueled.
Yeah.
Which includes...
I don't know, man. What is your takes? What's your guys' takes in the live chat? I'm seeing people say very dark times ahead. Does she know that she lost? Trump 2024. Someone saying I think she's cool. Australia says nothing wrong with bread. She's a pretty woman. Sad that her policies are terrible. She one shoe at Goodwill nobody wants. What? Jesus Christ. Trump daddy is gonna take the leather belts out. I'm here for it. Calling Kamala Harris the one shoe at Goodwill that nobody wants is crazy. Nah, y'all wildin'. That's hilarious. Oh my God. But someone said here, yeah, my life is not going to get any better. I'm probably going to lose SSDI. Someone says RFK is going to abolish FDA. Scary times. Asking me who I supported. I told the people, man. I told the people on the podcast 2 days ago. I said I voted for Kamala. I predicted Trump to win, but I was going to vote for Kamala. I voted for Kamala. But I am always in the middle as far as the opinion because I don't tell people, go vote for Kamala. You got to vote for Kamala. I don't tell people, you vote for her, whoever you want to vote for. My reasons were more because I felt I've always been feeling like the Trump rhetoric, like with certain things he says, is like he's entertaining, but as a president, I get worried when he's president. I get worried. Now, you can agree with the policies economically, but I'm broke right now, so I don't think he's going to make me any richer, to be honest. But time shall see. We shall see. You have to vote for someone. I made my vote. I made my decision. You know, and it's crazy. I saw some people bring up something that is very interesting. I was going to bring up as well. Let me show you guys. What do you guys just say? You want me to show you? Do I believe in God? 100%. I believe in God. What were you going to say? If I believe in God, I need to vote for Trump? JD Vance. There was something I want to show you guys on the screen. What was it? Let me go back. Very dark times. Citizens. Let's see the online reaction to just a speech, let's say. Let's see. Currently, what's the culture saying? She concedes. Right, we saw that. She has conceded. She conceded the election.
A historian once called a law of history.
Cardi B's reaction.
Right now, okay? So you little trumpets, like, y'all won. I know y'all happy, whatever the fuck. Ain't nobody acting like bitter losers. However, y'all need to leave me the fuck alone. Because I got one more fucking cigarette in me before I start lighting your asses up. Alright? And that's word to the United States of motherfucking America. Yeah.
Yo, why she look like that? She got that crazy filter on. Jesus Christ. It's a tight ass ponytail too. It must be. Nah, Cardi's hilarious. Oh, this is the one that we played earlier.
No! No! Why? Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
I don't know, man. I feel like this is like, that is theatrical. Right? But then as the personal, she feels a female perspective. What is the chat? What are you guys saying in the chat? Wop, 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 cry all the way to the home. Only 2 terms, buddy. Yeah, people are scared about Trump taking another term, making it longer, extending the term. What do you guys think? You guys think that Trump's going to do that? I don't think so. I think he'll still be somewhat political, maybe. But what would he do? He can't be vice president, correct? Maybe he'll do treasury or something of that nature. Right? What's your take, guys? I'm trying to read the comments. We made fun of Kamala. Sure as shit won't go silently like last time. If he does what, we're going to get Obama versus Trump? No. Maybe Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama more than likely. Right? Let's do that. Let's look at this, right? Interesting enough. For those who don't know, the biggest podcast in the world is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan gets about 15 million people per episode listening to him, watching him, and he drops about 4 to 5 episodes a week. He's the biggest podcaster of all time. He has conversations. He doesn't really do interviews. He doesn't press people necessarily. It's more of just conversations. Sometimes not even really questions. It's just pivoting the conversation. Look at Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan had Donald Trump on after years of him saying Donald Trump, he was not voting for Trump. He didn't want to have Trump on because he didn't want to support Trump. He had Trump on. And I think that this was a big part of the election. Did Joe Rogan win the election for Donald Trump? Did he did Joe Rogan influence voters? Right? I think he did. If you go to Joe Rogan's channel, his most watched interviews, look at this, guys. The Donald Trump interview already in 12 days is about to hit 50 million views. It's crazy, bro. 2 million likes and more than 500,000 comments. All right? That's on Rogan. Rogan wanted to have Kamala Harris on. Kamala Harris didn't want to come on Rogan. Joe Rogan said that he wishes that Kamala Harris still went on. He was hoping that he was going to talk to her. He said he wasn't going to do a gotcha moment with her. He wasn't going to bullshit her. He wanted to have a real conversation. Look at this.
I agree. Listen, I'm for.
We'll play it from here.
Like, these are the whitest. I agree. Listen, I'm for
charitable.
I'm charitable with her. I'm very charitable.
What's your guys' take on this? Listen to this.
I don't think she's like the worst. I like her. I think she's fun. I think she'd be fun to sit and have a drink with.
I was really hoping I was going to get to talk to her.
I was wishing that you would too.
God. I mean, it's just the options were fly to her and meet for 45 minutes, and I was like,
that's not what you do.
It's, Elon said it best yesterday. He goes, you really find out about people in hour 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can bullshit people for 45 minutes,
Right.
but hour 2 or 3, something's going to come up.
Well, the great thing about your show is that it's not scripted talking points where people don't come on with an agenda and go, here, I want to say this, that, and the other thing. You sit there for hours, you talk to them, you have a real conversation, and what they really think will come out.
But here's the thing. I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to be nice to Kamala Harris. I would be so friendly to her. I wouldn't try any gotcha bullshit. I'm not interested in doing that. I genuinely wanted to know who
You'd
she
shoot
is.
guns with her?
as
She has a
person.
Glock.
Sure, let's go shoot. I'll take her to the
If she
range.
was on this show getting high,
Oh my God.
smoking weed, and then waving a gun around,
well, she didn't have to wave the
then
gun.
I vote.
That's bad gun handling.
Of
You should
course, but I
gun
understand.
safety is important. Don't point guns.
Sure, but it's
even when they're
fun.
unloaded, Tim Dillon.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It would be fun, but here's the thing: if she did come on,
And that's his take, right? That's his take. He still wanted to have her on. He said he didn't have her on. She wanted to have her. She wanted to come on, but she wanted Joe Rogan to go and do the Kamala Harris version of Joe Rogan's podcast. Joe Rogan only does his podcast in studio. Everyone visits him. That's how it is. They can't control the rules. He also wanted to have long form. They wanted to do just 1 hour, limited. It's not realistic. If we would have gotten Joe Rogan interviewing Kamala Harris at Kamala Harris's house for 1 hour, it would not be as effective as her going on his actual platform in Texas, visiting him, and him like actually giving her the real conversation. I think that Kamala Harris's campaign, there's multiple things at fault for this election. I think Kamala Harris lost this election because her campaign rallies, not her campaign rallies, but her campaign style could have been better. She should have gone on Joe Rogan. She should have done a lot of the similar things that Trump was doing. She did not do that. Also, Biden should have said a year ago that he wasn't running for president. And they should have given it to Kamala from the beginning. When you put her in last minute, you put her in this position where the popular opinion on Kamala Harris during the 4-year term with Biden, as she was vice president, people were like, where the fuck is Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris was not out and about. Kamala Harris was not out speaking to people. She was barely doing any interviews when she was actually the vice president of the United States for the past 4 years, until the campaign run and she tried to become the president of the United States. So she wasn't a strong enough candidate, I feel, for the Democratic Party to overcome Donald Trump, especially after Donald Trump this year had all of these convictions, assassination attempts. Donald Trump is the most famous man maybe of all time. They tried to kill this man, and he went up like this with blood on his ear. There's no more better marketing than that. And that just happened, right? There's conspiracy theorists. They think that this, oh my God, this is that was planned as a hoax. No. It's not a hoax. He really got shot. It just happened to be the fact that he survived the shooting, and it was during a campaign rally, and it's a part of his campaign strategy now to be like, yo, I survived this. They tried to kill me. People are going to relate to that. People are going to relate to that. We just have to be honest. We have to be honest. Yes, the policies. There's people that will rather vote for Donald Trump, even if they're against his policies.
You know, I agree. Listen,
because they feel as if that he was more vocal, more prominent, more popular, more charismatic, more funny, even in the midst of his craziness, right? He'll say so much shit, allegedly. I had to say allegedly where I got to say allegedly about. Even in the midst of his wild verbiage, right? Like Trump will be like, he said it last week, I didn't like it. That's why I didn't vote for him, because of that. I was like, if I have a decision, I'm going to make my decision. Everyone has their own decision. I was like, man, he joked about shooting through the media, the fake news in front of him. If people have to shoot him again, they got to shoot through the media, and he wouldn't mind it. I'm like, yo, that's kind of crazy, because I do media. Why are we even joking about someone dying? Like, let's not do that. Let's not do that, right? And also, obviously, the Puerto Rico joke, and then stand on it. I wish Trump stand on it. Yo, Tony Hinchcliffe, the comedian, yes, we hired him, we got him, but he was actually bad. And we should have never had him. I actually love Puerto Rico. Instead, what did he do? He he made everything like a hyperbole. Tony Hinchcliffe, I don't know who that is. I don't know the comedian. He said something about Puerto Rico. I don't know him. I don't want to know him anymore. I never want to know him. It's like, you're lying, Trump. You're lying. Why are you lying? But it's because it works for his base. It works for what he's trying to portray, right? He's lying, but I'm pretty sure he knows who Tony Hinchcliffe is. If you know Trump, if you know Rogan, Dana White, I'm pretty sure they've spoken before. I would assume, right? If they didn't, that's crazy. That's horrible, right? And then, no, comedy's only good. That guy, comedy's only good when it's good. It was a bad joke. Tony Hinchcliffe's joke was bad. I'm sorry. I watch comedy for my life. Like I watch all the time. I'm watching Shane Gillis. I'm watching old Chappelle stuff. I'm watching new specials. I watch comedy all the time. I've interviewed comedians. I've met comedians. I've spoken with comedians. It was not good comedy. It was not good. I'm sorry. It wasn't good. If it was good, the whole crowd would have been laughing. It was barely any laughs. It was dead. It was bad, and it's okay. Just accept that. I feel like it was. If you think it was funny, God bless you. But then Trump said, I don't know Tony Hinchcliffe, etc. And then also Trump said, I've done more for Puerto Rico than any president of all time. So now you're exaggerating things, right? It's like, whoa, what? But then think about it, guys. Him saying that is going to make Puerto Ricans think, some of them, not all of them, you're going to get some Puerto Ricans like, well, if he loves us, he doesn't know the comedian, I'm going to still vote for him. It's as simple as that. We have to use logic with these things. People are going to make their decisions based off shit like that. It's pretty logical, to me, at least. Doesn't have to be logical to you, but that's my opinion. That's my take on that. And yeah, I just felt like it was too much of a... I don't like when Trump does that. I'm not a Trump. I've never been a Trump guy. I love like the funny aspect of it. Like, oh my God, he said that. It's entertaining. But as a president, it's like, what the fuck? At the same time, he's had great business. He's always done great business, right? And we have to realize with politics, it's politics. J.D. Vance hated Trump. Then J.D. Vance becomes Trump's running mate, vice president. Well, Rogan and Elon Musk, Democrats forever, but then now they're endorsing Trump? Whoa, right? Other way around as well. We have Donald Trump. He used to be a Democrat, then became a Republican, then became the Republican president. These are things that are factual, and people flip-flop. So to satisfy and you know, please one crowd is impossible. You know, it's impossible. It's impossible. What are they saying? I'm sad about tweets. I'm not sad about no mean tweets. What are you talking about, bro? We gotta stop, bro. God bless you all. Look at Rogan. I think I have bookmarked Rogan. Rogan before. This is the girl burning the flag. I can't show that, I believe, because it might be illegal to show it online. I had the Rogan clip. Where's the Rogan clip? Compilation of Rogan. Right here.
Runs, she wins.
She's good.
She's great. She's the wife of the best president that we have had in our lifetime. I've never voted right wing in my life. I consider universal basic income a really good idea. I want free college education. Take it easy. Hello, Bernie.
How are you, Joe?
Wonderful. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I like Tulsi and I like Bernie. That's it.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody else can eat shit.
Look at you, fucking progressive.
Yeah. I think I'll probably vote for Bernie. I think he's looking out for the interests of the working people. And I think he wants people to have a better life and do better. And I'm all for that. And if that means I have to pay more in tax, like people think, oh, you're a socialist. I've heard people say that. Oh, you're a fucking socialist, bro. Like, first of all, he's not even a socialist. He's a democratic socialist. It's a different thing. I would like to spend more in taxes if they could fix inner city communities and take these poor neighborhoods and throw a fuckload of them. Spend more, you fucking Republican piece of shit.
God damn.
87% of scientists said that human activity is driving global warming. I'm very pro-choice. I'm very women's rights, civil rights, gay rights, trans rights. I'm even universal health care. Obviously, this protected status is driving me crazy. This thing that Trump's doing with children that were born in other countries and then brought over here as children, and then they're talking about deporting them. That drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's
kind of shit. And the hard right version of that is despicable. These people that I see online, why didn't they apply for citizenship? Oh, who knows? Maybe because they're fucking 13. I don't give a fuck if they broke the law. You don't take parents and kids and separate them. You just fucking don't. You know Lonzo? No, who's that? A funny comedian. Yeah. He goes, not all Donald Trump supporters are racist, but all racists are Donald Trump supporters.
He definitely awakened that side.
But the January 6th thing is important.
See, it is important, but is it the 6 months later? It should be the ruling number one conversation of
I
journalists?
think it's really important. And one of the reasons why I think it's important because it highlights the reasons why a guy like Donald Trump is so fucking dangerous. Is because a guy can incite a bunch of morons to do something really fucking stupid. But as far as trans people, some trans people listening to this, I got nothing but love for you. For everybody. And in fact, Eddie Izzard is one of my all-time favorite guests.
Oh, I love Izzard.
The right-wing thing is just an easy way to dismiss me because I'm not right-wing. I can't recommend your book, Race Matters, enough.
You know what I'm saying? But it shows people change their thoughts. People change. You have the right to change your opinion, change your vote, change everything. But I was just not expecting Rogan specifically to take this route, you know. And man, it's crazy how this happened because I think that he influenced the election. I think Rogan influenced the election. I really do think that. I really do think that. And then Rogan also went and said that he believes that Michelle Obama should have ran for president. Look at this.
These are the whitest people. Like Kamala's just surrounded by this circle of like white nerds and weird people. And they're all like kind of trying to dance, and it's like a really sad. Whereas Michelle Obama is just a much better speaker. Like Michelle Obama.
Why didn't she run?
I don't know why.
She would have won.
She is
in a landslide.
When you watch her talk, you go, she has political talent. It's raw. It's amazing. She can deliver. She can deliver.
She didn't want to. She went with it through her husband. Fuck doing that.
I think she's like, fuck this. It's probably a shitty job.
Not only that, you don't make as much money as you do being an ex.
These are the whitest people.
You don't make as much money as you do being an ex-president.
Yeah, I think if Trump didn't have the rallies, he might not want to even do it because it probably sucks once you're in there, but it's probably fun to be able to go on the road. Like he goes on the road like a comedian.
Right.
And he's able to kind of, I bet once you get in there and you realize, oh, this is how it all works and this is how many deals everybody has that are pre-existing. And if I touch this, this happens. If I touch that, that happens.
Yeah.
I bet it's probably
fun. Well, first of all, Trump is almost 80 years old, right?
Listen, I believe that Michelle Obama, if Michelle Obama ran for president of the United States, she would have been the president of the United States right now. Michelle Obama is a great speaker. Michelle Obama, during her time as first lady, did actual things that were more popular, more known. For example, if you want to compare first ladies, Melania and Trump, right? I don't recall what Melania has done. The comments might. You said that the audio's low? My bad. My mic audio's low. I tried to raise it, guys. It's not letting me raise it any higher. It's not. Maybe if I get closer, I can just hold the mic as well. But yeah, I do believe that if Michelle Obama ran for president, I do agree with Joe Rogan. If Michelle Obama ran for president, that she would be the president of the United States right now. But that's not the case, right? That's not the case. And she might never run. Seems like she doesn't want to run, But it's crazy how Kamala, she was not a strong enough candidate, I feel like. She's not a strong enough candidate, And shit has hit the fan, and now people are upset. We have this man, crazy man. Whether you like him or not, we have to admit that he is crazy. He's fucking crazy. He says crazy shit. He's the president of the United States again. Wild. It's gonna be a fun 4 years, guys. Trust me. It's gonna be a lot to cover, a lot of news breaking. I feel like daily. Hopefully, none of the Project 2025 stuff that's been rumored turns out to be real. Because shit's going to get crazy. I'm surprised we haven't seen any protests today or anything of that nature. Maybe they might be coming up soon, some protests or anything. Immunity for cops. People saying immunity for cops. Yeah, the immunity for cops. And then he slightly suggests like a purge or like a day of like a purging. Man, we don't want to see that shit happen. I do think that a lot of these politicians do say things during the campaign rallies that they don't ever do just to rile things up, to get people to vote for them, but they never commit to it. Hopefully the quote-unquote crazy stuff and wild things that would affect us like that would not be real. Like, let's hope that the Project 2025 stuff that people have been saying online happens to be real, that he fully does the whole plan. Also, the purge, right? Immunity for cops. I hope none of that shit happens. Because I saw Republicans themselves say we don't want this. There's a lot of Republicans, and some of them were the ones that were like against Trump. They didn't want the Project 2025 to happen. The people are saying they already said Project 2025 is going to come, and they lied during the campaign. Who said that though? Who's saying? What's the source that Project 2025 is going to come? Did Trump say it yet? Man, all hell would break loose. But I did want to read. What did I want to do? Rogan, Kamala. Oh, some of the takeaways from the election. Yeah, look at these stats with me, guys. These are some of the takeaways from the election when you look at the stats of the overall election after Donald Trump won. Some surprising stats that people need to speak about more. All right. So January 20th, in a couple months, January 20th to start the year is when Donald Trump is going to take the White House. He's going to the White House. This is the first Republican to win in 2 decades the popular vote. I said it earlier, I'll say it again. This is the first Republican to win in 20 years, the popular vote. Matt Walsh said that. I'll look into that after the live stream, Sela. I hope it's not real. Let's look at the actual voters. Voters under the age of 30 years old represent a fraction of the total electorate, but half of them supported Harris. Only half of the voters 30 years or older, 30 years or younger, actually, right? Yeah, under 30 years. 30 years or younger supported Kamala Harris. In 2020, 60% of the voters, 6 out of 10 voted. If they're 30 or younger, they voted for Biden. So there was more people going Republican this time around. That's what I'm trying to tell people, right? If it was like a close call, et cetera, but this is people were just voting for Trump. People were tired of the Biden administration. They didn't even want anything that had to do with Biden, so they didn't even want Kamala. They said Biden's Kamala. We don't want them together. We don't want nothing. You know, yeah, half is crazy low. I mean, you'd be shocked, man. You'd be shocked when I go out and speak to people even in Rhode Island, a blue state, people were voting for Trump. And I'll break down those stats soon too. He says also, AP says, slightly more than 4 in 10 young voters went for Trump, up by 1/3 in 2020. See, again, 1/3 of voters, young voters, 1/3 of the young voters went for Joe Biden, were Democratic in 2020. 4 years later now, this election, 4 out of 10 young voters went for Donald Trump. Or was it the other way around? Let me see. I might have misquoted that. Slightly more than 4. AP did this horribly. They should have just bullet pointed this. This is awful. This is bad. So 1/3 of the young voters that voted in 2020 went towards Trump, right? Trump lost the election. 4 in 10. So basically 1/3, so 33% basically, compared to now, more young voters voted for Trump. 4 in 10. Same time, Black and Latino voters, there's no statistics there. Right here for Black voters, look at this. About 8 in 10 Black voters backed Kamala Harris. That went down. Black voters went down statistically. 9 in 10 voters were backing Joe Biden. That's a crazy stat. More than half of the Hispanic voters supported Harris, but that was slightly down, roughly from the 6 in 10 voters who backed Biden in 2020. So the Democratic Party this time around received less Black votes, less Hispanic votes than 4 years ago when they were voting for Biden. Isn't that crazy? What are you guys saying? We got Trump, but we got to give it home. Blah, blah. Trump support amongst the groups appeared to rise. Blah, blah. Yeah, no, this is these are staggering. Let me use some political words. Let's use some political words. These are staggering results, and it's upset by Donald Trump. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a closer call. I had Trump winning, but I thought it was going to be a closer call. He definitely went crazy, man. He went off. Like, he really got the support of the people that people are ashamed to say. I don't know. But like I said, I went out and about, and I saw people proud to vote for Trump, saying that they're voting for Trump. It's a known thing, right? I did want to let's look up Rhode Island. Rhode Island election results, right? When you look at Rhode Island, a small state in the country, Rhode Island, voted for Kamala Harris, right? Kamala Harris won the election. 278,000 people in Rhode Island voted for Kamala Harris. 211,000 people voted for Donald Trump, right? Let's look at the stats now in 2020. This went down and compared to Rhode Island in 2020 when 307,000 people voted for Joe Biden, Democratic. And then less people back then voted for Donald Trump in 2020. He lost the election. Rhode Island got 199,000 people voting for Trump. Let's go back even further. 2016. I'm surprised it doesn't just pop up. 2016. We have Donald Trump getting 180,000 votes in Rhode Island compared to Hillary Clinton, who got 252,000 votes in Rhode Island. This is something that literally in Rhode Island, you saw the Trump votes throughout the past 3 elections now go up. More people are voting for Trump. Even in Rhode Island, the small state in the country known as a blue state, he lost here, but people were voting for Trump. And I want to break it down by counties. Well, municipalities, basically cities. I want to show it by cities. It's pretty wild, though. If he were to get 3 terms, like if it was another term, I think Trump would win again. I think Trump would win again. As it stands right now, we don't know who would run, right? Let's say if Michelle Obama, something crazy, someone big would run, but as of right now, that's how I feel. Where's the NBC article that shows everything? Right here? There we go. What's going on here? Ad blocker. I don't want no ad blocking. What the fuck is happening, bro? Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm going to show you guys the cities in Rhode Island that actually voted for Trump. Overall. Berryville. The Conjuring House is in Berryville. Berryville had Trump over Harris with 5,300 people voting for Trump and only 3,100 people voting for Kamala Harris in Berryville, Rhode Island. Right? And let's show them all. Coventry. Trump won Coventry. Coventry, 20,000 people voted. 11,000 people voted for Trump. 8,400 people voted for Kamala Harris. All right? Exeter, 2,000 people voted for Trump. 1,800 voted for Kamala Harris. Foster, 1,700 people voted for Trump. Gloucester, 3,700 people voted for Trump. Hopkinton, almost 2,600 people voted for Trump. Johnston, Rhode Island, 9,100 people voted for Trump. Right? I think there's one more. North Smithfield had 3,600 people vote for Trump. 3,600 people vote for Trump. There's more, actually. Oh, my God. Richmond, 2,400 people voted for Trump. Scituate, almost 4,000 people voted for Trump. Smithfield, 6,000 people voted for Trump. In West Greenwich, almost 2,400 people voted for Trump. 7,000 people voted for Trump in West Warwick. And in Woonsocket, Wooney had 6,500 people vote for Trump. The most votes for Trump in a city in Rhode Island has to be, I think, West Warwick with 7,000 people voted for Trump. Right? I didn't report any number higher than that so far. When you go down the list. Oh, wait, no. Johnston, Rhode Island with over 9,000 people voting for Trump in Johnston, Rhode Island. I think they take I'm wrong again. Coventry with 11,000 people. My God. I think Coventry was the one. Coventry with 11,000 people is the most voted for city for Trump in Rhode Island. And vice versa. The reason that Trump doesn't win in Rhode Island is because of the fact that there's big cities in Rhode Island like Providence, Cranston, Pawtucket, who voted for Kamala. All right? 20,000 people in Cranston, for example, voted for Kamala Harris. East Providence had almost 14,000 people vote for Kamala. And then we have 10,000 people in North Kingston vote for Kamala, URI. 15,000 people in Pawtucket vote for Kamala. And 40,000 people in Providence voting for Kamala Harris. Warwick, with 23, almost 24,000 people voting for Kamala Harris. So it goes to show you how these type of things can play out. When you look at the stats, it's staggering where it's closer than people realize. You know, it's closer than, I feel like it became this close because Kamala Harris was not a strong enough candidate. It was not. And also, when I go out and about in Rhode Island, people were voting for Trump. Way more people than I expected. Like, oh, Trump, Trump. And they were proud to say it. You know, it is what it is. You have every single right to vote for whoever you want to vote for. But. Is there any more stats that I had? Oh, Cranston, Rhode Island. Cranston, Rhode Island also went viral during the election because of this photo. Someone said, mind you, she's hiding Kamala Harris votes under her wig. This woman who was speaking in Cranston, Rhode Island on the news while people were voting in Cranston, Rhode Island, people were making fun of her wig. Right? It's a pretty big wig. Pretty big wig. Yeah, this went viral. And people were like, I'm looking at this one. Is this Cranston? Where is like, it's like Rhode Island where I'm from? Like, is that where is Cranston, Rhode Island? Look at this. People were making fun of her. That shit went super viral. I'll talk about the Kodak Black topic to end this live stream if you guys want, because I'm pretty much. And let's see real quick. Is there any crazy reactions happening as I'm speaking to the current speeches, everything that happened? Obama released a statement. Okay, what's Obama saying? Obama just said over the last few weeks and through Election Day, millions of Americans casted their votes. Now, just for president, but for not for just president, but for the leaders of at every level, right? Senate votes, etc. Now the results are in, and we want to congratulate President Trump and Senator Vance on their victory. And why does it feel like Obama is still president? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like he drops a statement and we're all like, let's see what Obama, man. I love Obama. It's fucking crazy. That guy was too cool. He's like the coolest president of all time. Over the last, now the results are in. We want to congratulate President Trump and Senator Vance on their victory. This is obviously not the outcome we had hoped for, but given our profound disagreements with the Republican ticket on the whole host of issues, but living in a democracy is about recognizing that our point of view won't always win out and being willing to accept the peaceful transfer of power. Michelle and I could not be prouder of Vice President Harris and Governor Walz, two extraordinary public servants who ran a remarkable campaign, and we will always be grateful for the staff and volunteers who poured their heart and soul into electing public servants they truly believed in. As I said on the campaign trail, America has been through a lot over the last few years, from a historic pandemic, price hikes resulting from the pandemic, to rapid change, and the feeling a lot of folks have that, no matter how hard they work, treading water is the best way they can do. Those conditions have created headwinds for Democratic incumbents. Cucumbers. I always say that word, cucumbers. Cucumbers around the world. Last night showed America is not immune. The good news is that these problems are solvable, but only if we listen to each other and only if we abide by the core constitutional principles and democratic norms that made this country great. In a country as big and diverse as ours, we won't always see eye to eye on everything. That's a fact. But progress requires us to extend good faith and grace, even to people with whom we deeply, deeply disagree. That's how we've come this far. It's how we'll keep building a country that is more fair and more just and more equal and more free for all. Yeah. Kamala Harris concedes. We have Harris supporters crying.
I was going up. It's the fourth floor of a very. I don't know what it is. Part of me does not want to find out. How stupid is that? But I don't. It's like.
Oh yeah, no, I read horrible. But it doesn't matter nothing. It doesn't matter, Joey, though, because I do have a college degree. I'm the only one in my family with a college degree, so I'm proud of that. But I do read. I don't even. It's not even that bad. Let me not even give you any praise. Fuck you, Joey. People in the streets of New York crying.
You know, as sad as I am and as disappointed as I am in a lot of Americans, I'm also very sad for Kamala, because I know that she had literally every odd stacked against her, and she had literally like 3 months to try and win this thing. And she was working her ass off. Oh my God. She was working her ass off. Not only is she black, she's a woman. And to lose to a convicted felon. I said I'd never cry on the internet, but to have to be a woman and you have to be damn near perfect, and people are picking her apart for literally everything, while this man gets to be cruel, be vile, be a horrible human being, be a bad businessman, be a criminal, and get to be president. Like, how is that okay? Like, I just cannot wrap my brain around it. I really cannot. And I just don't understand how people don't see that. Like, just even on a moral level, he is not a good person. Like, no, you're never going to find a politician that you really like. He has literally brought out the worst in people. And if January 6th did not show you that, it's like some of y'all will never get to see it. And I'm so disappointed in some immigrants.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be we're gonna keep seeing messages like this all the time. This is not gonna stop anytime soon. People are gonna be upset, both sides. I don't think I would have saw people crying if Trump lost, though. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. We did get January 6th, etc. Would something like that happen again? Trump said if it was fair and in his eyes, he would concede. Would he have conceded as fast as Kamala Harris did? I don't fucking know. You know. A squirrel ran across the stage while people were waiting for Kamala Harris. What the hell? How do people even catch that? How the fuck you catch a squirrel? What the hell? How was the squirrels viral? That's that Howard University got squirrels on the loose. They got to clean up the squirrels in Howard University. They got a rodent problem. Just kidding. God bless. No, that's I did want to talk about this. We can end the live stream after this. I did want to talk about. Well, let's look at this compilation. Yeah, man. The thing about crying online is people are gonna make fun of you. You should just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't cry online. People are gonna make fun of you. you know. But God bless.
Fuck that.
What's good? Yeah, you could close the door if you want. Huh? You? I'm recording me. Yeah. You could close the door though if you want. I thought you said I was recording you. But this is a compilation right here of Kodak Black, right? Kodak Black, one of the most talented rappers of the newer generation. I'm a huge Kodak Black fan. Was on Kai Cenat's live stream off drugs. Kodak Black is a drug addict. Kodak Black has suffered from drug use, and he literally raps about it. He admittedly says he's been on heroin. I'm on heroin. He does heroin. He does pills. And it's one of the most awkward things I've ever seen on camera. And Kai Cenat did not even know how to react, right? Kodak, look at this. This is crazy.
There's
a pill on the ground. He was like playing pop songs. Yo, that's just crazy, bro. Kodak Black threw a freaking pill in the air and caught it. Kodak Black threw a pill in the air and caught it like it was a Tic Tac. This and then Kai Cenat said, "What the hell?"
What was that? That was a glitch for the Twitch.
That was a glitch for the Twitch. Nah. I don't want to laugh at him. Like, you don't want to laugh at junkies and drug addicts. He needs help, but this shit was so bizarre that it was funny.
You can always say, but at times it feel good.
Look at him. His eyes. He's tweaking. He's twitching. Like what? If maybe Kai Cenat didn't know that Kodak has drug issues, right? But if I knew that Kodak had drug issues and I start seeing him tweaking on the live stream in front of hundreds of thousands of people, I'll contact the team and I'll get them off the live stream. But that's just me. Kai Cenat didn't do that, so some people are trying to get mad at Kai, etc. But like I said, maybe he didn't know that Kodak has drug issues, right? Maybe he just found out in front of him.
You say it sometimes. Yeah. Hop on that track.
It's crazy, bro.
She said she want to suck for me. I said, no, I don't want it. I don't want sex. I don't want sex.
Some of the most strange freestyle lyrics you'll hear in your life. It's more like freestyle sounds, like just sounds coming out of his mouth. It wasn't even really lyrics. Yo. This shit was crazy. Oh my God.
And the naughty one. And the naughty one. And the naughty one. And the naughty one. I don't want it. I'm just waiting for this. I'm just waiting for the bus, sweetheart. I'm just waiting for the bus. I don't want it.
Wait a second, I'm just waiting for the Voss. I'm just waiting for the top. Nah, this is crazy, bro. Nah, this is sad. He's tweaking out.
I don't give that shit. I don't give that shit. I need you to go to the doctor. Let me see that. I don't need HIV because no, that's not. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
This guy literally saying, I don't want HIV. No, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. What type of freestyle is this?
I don't want to believe. I don't want to die. Not like that.
Look, like he's about to take a shit or something. Look at him.
No.
Nah, bro. You gotta sit him down. Be like, bro, you need any help? I got you some help. Like, or like, is you got someone I could call, pick you up? Like, this is crazy. We got Little Durk in jail. We got Young Thug freed, and we got Kodak Black, full blown addict, full blown drug addict. We gotta do better, bro. This is not okay.
I thought your name was Bubba. Hey, oh shit. I thought your name was. Oh shit. Well, you see how that like life works, like.
Excuse me.
No, you good.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you good. Oh,
Man,
God,
yeah.
that. Help me.
Yo, Guns N' Roses.
Oh,
flowers.
Oh shit.
Did she push me right here? She pushed me. She go boom. She punched me. She punched me. She said, no, you don't go anywhere. I love that dick. I want it. I'm gonna keep it. I wanna eat it. I want to bite it. She said she wants suck for me. She said she wants suck for me. I said no, I don't want it. I'm just waiting for the bus.
The crazy thing is about this is part of his creative process. He probably gets high and makes music.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't need it. But she want it.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
You want some water?
Huh?
Want some water?
Do I? Heroin. How am I? What the fuck? What the fuck they be saying?
Nah, man. I think so. They posted more, no? Underneath that.
Fuck that.
This is crazy.
Oh. Let's go, yak.
He was twitching, bro. He didn't know what to do. Look at him. Tapping his leg. This is sad, bro. God damn it. Then he got emotional because people... This went so crazy that... It got so crazy that the live chat, hundreds of thousands of people watching Kai Cenat live were in the live chat, and they said they need Kodak Black to leave the live stream. They don't want him there because he was on drugs, and they wanted to bring Little Uzi back. Kodak Black read the live chat high while he was with Kai, and he said, "Oh, they don't like me. I'm gonna leave. They don't want me."
Y'all don't like me, yo.
Who don't like you?
They don't like me here, bro.
Who don't like you? Chat?
Yeah, everybody on this fucking chat and shit.
Now they all saying W's.
They're saying bring Uzi back.
That was one. You got one. That was one person.
They like
Look, they say they love you. Look, chat. Look, they say no. I love Kodak. I love Kodak. No, stay. No. Look.
He said, "Okay." He said, "Okay," and he sat back down. And now we have Kodak Black reacting. This is Kodak Black's reaction to this. First of all, he's smiling, he's laughing. He probably, okay, I went viral. Okay, but then look at his reaction. Listen to Kodak Black talk.
Hell no, they don't know what LSD. Say y'all people like who be on that. Y'all be on all type of shit. Y'all be on shrooms, acid, all type of stupid ass shit. You know, but I take me one perk and y'all be so fucking butthurt. Y'all don't wanna like a nigga anyway. There ain't nothing wrong with me, facts. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. Thank you, Denisha. Thank you. Yeah. Everybody else who be coming like on that timing, they ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they something, or they trying to come into a nigga life some kind of way and trying to like look any type of little shit. Oh yeah, I could come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh look, bro, but y'all like, and then y'all don't think my Shirley Temple. Oh, they gotta bring it right up. Yeah. So yeah, bitch. If a motherfucker needed help, y'all wouldn't think that I knew that. Y'all don't think I knew. And I need help. If I needed it, I don't need you to tell me what telling me doing for you. Oh shit, all you know is when you help $1 million of your opportunity. Fuck it. That's what's called intimidation, Bookie. Fuck you, you're getting blocked. What you do? You ain't perfect. Ain't nobody under this world. Ain't nobody under the sun perfect. Everybody got a vice, some kind of way. Everybody got some kind of vice. Even if it ain't drug, homie, we have some kind of vice, bitch. You addicted to pussy, you addicted to dick, you addicted to so.
Yeah, so Kodak Black basically hopped on Instagram Live, and he says he didn't deny his addiction. He became defensive. People were commenting saying, "Hey, it's called addiction. You're an addict." And he said, "You heard him right there. Everyone has their own vices. You guys could be addicted to sex, pussy. I'm addicted." He didn't say I'm addicted, but he's basically implying, well, I'm addicted to what I'm addicted to, right? He's saying everyone has their own vices, so that's his vice. It's not okay though. He needs help. He's drinking a Shirley Temple, though, but guys, isn't Shirley Temple like non-alcoholic? So maybe whoever's in his team, maybe they're trying to help him out. No alcohol, he's drinking a Shirley Temple. And he also said that one perk, he said, I pop one perk and you guys go get crazy. No, bro, it wasn't one perk. If one perk made you that high, then you might have the strongest perk in the world. Like you might have the drug that can outsell all the drugs. Like you might be like, what perk is this? This perk was the perk from Mars. Like is it vibranium? Is it kryptonite? Is it from the kryptonite? Like Superman? Like that's the strongest perk in the world, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? You were high before you popped the perk. Yeah, I don't want to place a lot of fault. Did Kai react to this? Let's say, did Kai... I wonder if Kai said anything about people's reaction to Kodak. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think Kai said anything. I did see Little TJ. Little TJ accused... Yeah, this also went viral. Little TJ accused Kai Cenat of making fun of Kodak. I did see that. And then Little TJ... And then Kai Cenat was like, no, I'm not making fun of him being on drugs.
I heard him say, you overweight every single time. And I'm going to just go ahead and think that a song or an album or something about a drop. You feel me? TJ, it's unfortunate that you didn't even, like, text me or nothing, like...
Right here.
He hate me. First of all, that's... Okay, hold on.
I told Aiden and Coach he told me I'm on perks. I don't take perks. I don't take drugs.
Perks. Fucking racist nigga. I look like I take perks because I'm black, right? Watching that. He's watching the election. Stop using that little face card he got. Culture vulture. Stop looking at...
Genuinely confused, nigga. Yeah, like... Huh?
How rappers act.
You can go.
And all the vulture. Stop looking at Yak like he's a weirdo. No, sometimes that's how rappers act. In our society...
Huh? Nigga, I wasn't looking at Yak like he was a weirdo, nigga. I was genuinely confused, nigga. What the fuck?
So then we have Lil TJ. Lil TJ is basically trying to justify Kodak, saying like, "Oh, that's how rappers are. That's how we are," or something. Like, listen to this.
He just grind his way to the top. You niggas better stay woke. Niggas use everybody. They only fuck with the top notch niggas because they using.
That's how we. Fuck.
That's how we act. That's how we get.
That's how we act.
That's how we act is crazy. He's wild for that.
I'm mad confused, bro.
We different from niggas. This is the one lane where hood niggas get to make their bread. Hood niggas get to make their bread and put on for other hood niggas.
So Lil TJ tried justifying Kodak Black doing his drugs because he said that is the one lane, being a rapper is the one lane that hood niggas can make their bread, make their money, right? And saying that that's how they act. He's saying a bunch of stupid shit, basically. So we're supposed to say, okay, he's a rapper that's rich from the hood, so he could do drugs. Little TJ, you sound dumb as fuck. Come on.
We different from niggas. This is the one lane where hood niggas get to make their bread. Hood niggas get to make their bread and put on for other hood niggas. Real shit, bro. So sometimes rappers could act weird. It's from different places than y'all. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't take perks. I get high. But I don't take perks, fool. So you tell me I need to stop taking perks, fool. It's racist to me, gang. Like, fuck where your mind at, fool.
Nah, he's crazy. And Lil TJ says he does lean, but he doesn't do perks. He does lean from time to time when he said it earlier, right? I saw this last night, so I remember.
I know. He told me.
I bet.
I sent him a voice note about how I feel like your coach of votes, he's taking perks. That's what he think about niggas. He just grind his way to the and use niggas. Y'all niggas better stay woke. Niggas use everybody. They only fuck with the top-notch niggas. So stop looking at yak in our society.
Huh? Yak like you lose, nigga. Fuck.
We get.
That's how.
That's how
niggas. This is the one lane where
I could have sworn he said that he does drugs at some point.
Or say, yo, this is what you did with him was cool.
hood niggas get them.
So this is his reaction, right?
Like, I don't even remember you having a problem with me. I ain't gonna lie. We from the same borough, New York.
Yeah, they're from the same neighborhood, Kai and Lil TJ. So, and then also A Boogie got involved because A Boogie called Kai Cenat and basically told him like if there is does he want him to defend him with Lil TJ? Does he want him to do something to Lil TJ? Or like say something to Lil TJ?
Yeah, I'm on stream. By the way, gang. You on stream right now? Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, nigga.
A Boogie said, "Whatever you want to do, nigga."
Na 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 na. Nah, I'm coolin'. Alright.
Yeah, no. Let's not promote the violence. Let's stop that. It's not necessary. Lil TJ's comment did seem clout chasing-ish, but then to be honest, he probably felt guilty because he does drugs himself. And he's like, damn, they're making fun of him for doing drugs. I do drugs, but I just do it my own way. It's another addict that's trying to defend another addict. Addiction is not okay, but also no one's here to make fun of it. But if this guy's just going around doing content, you know, while high, maybe, like I said, Kai Cenat said it. He was like, oh, I was confused. I would have stopped it if I was Kai. But I don't think Kai meant any ill will. Oh, you guys said that Kai did address it? Oh, send the link then. I can't see the Kai official addressing. I thought you were Alicia's thing, client. Nah, I'm literally about to be done. But yeah, I can't find it. If you guys find it, I'll try to look for it. But I cannot find Kai saying anything. Unless that was a clip of Kai addressing. I thought Kai was going to address it fully, like more like, hey, like today, aside from the Lil TJ situation. If you guys can't send me the link, it's fine. Yeah, I can't find it, so I don't think he really officially addressed it. I want to find the Kai Cenat clip page. Right here, Mafia. Oh, that's what it was? Okay, Jay. Okay, yeah, but I meant more like him addressing. I want to know how Kai feels as far as like he was confused. That's all he said. But did he know what was happening? Did he know that he was high? He doesn't know. He didn't admit that he knew he was high. Maybe he didn't think he was high. He might have not known that he was high, or like maybe he just thought, you know, he was playing a character. Like, also, what's the answer to the question, Kai Cenat? Why didn't you stop? Why didn't you stop why didn't you stop it? Why did you keep going with the live stream? You know? But that's just my take. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Let's end the live stream. I've been on for pretty long already, 3 hours. Y'all be smooth. I'm going to do more vertical live streams, have more call-ins, more donations, and more everything, talking about everything.